The post-workout glow at Planet Fitness doesn't just feel great. It feels 80s pump-up jam great.
Cause when you got the glow, there is no stopping what you want to do. Oh.
And now when you become a PF Black Card member, your glow can be even greater with a free Amazon Halo fitness tracker.
Get the glow.
Sign up for the PF Black Card for $1 down and just $24.99 a month. Bring a friend, enjoy massage chairs, and get a free Amazon Halo View. Deal ends March 15th. 12-month commitment applies. See Home Club for details.
Yo, what's up, everybody? It is time for the Kevin and Nikee show on iHeartRadio. Don't touch that dial. Turn your radios up.
Yeah. It's time for the Kevin and Nikee show. They gon' have it lit up. Yeah, you know, it's time for the Kevin and Nikee show. They got the airways popping every city across the globe. It's time for the Kevin and Nikee show. They gon' have it lit up. Yeah, you know, it's time for the Kevin and Nikee show. They got the airways popping every city across the globe. You know him as a dope actor, Kevin D. Bitten, 360 twice jam, how he keep winning. And you know the baddest actress, Nikee Warren. She so bad you walking past, she had you speaking for her. If you ain't tuning in, this your reality check. You might miss out on your favorite star celebrity guest. When they celebrate, what you do, you get the bell, yeah. During Kevin's corner, get inspired and encouraged, yeah. Bend them corners while you listen, but don't swerve. Find out what's getting on Nikee nerves. What's bothering Nikee? What's bothering Nick? What's bothering Nikee? What's bothering Nick? Keep on playing. Me and Kevin goes and we gon' get you hit. Yo, check us out on social media. In your mobile phone, we everywhere. You ever stations played out like a ringtone. Follow me like Bino R-E-M-E-Y. Bino Remy. Pop like Semi. And my flow hotter. Thick as semi. Been doing this since I scraped up pennies. But back to the subject, Kevin, Nikee.
That intro never gets old, man.
It never gets old.
Yeah, that's what's up. Yo, yeah, man. Yo, so Nick, we're back for another exciting week.
We are back.
Another exciting episode.
We got a lot to talk about.
We got a lot to talk
going on the grind.
Absolutely.
You know,
absolutely.
A lot's been going on, so we got a lot to cover.
Yeah, we got a lot to cover.
Man, and it's been all good. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, I mean.
Know what I'm saying? Yo, what's up, everybody? This is the Kevin and Nikee show on iHeartRadio. I'm actor Kevin D. Benton.
And I'm actress Nikee Woodford.
And we are back.
Yeah.
We're back. You know? Yeah, man. So look.
So excited.
It's exciting. Yeah, we always got some exciting things going on, some exciting things upcoming. And we just live an exciting life, man. Like you said, I think a couple weeks ago, living your life like it's golden.
Living my life like it's golden. Living my life like it's golden. Living my life like it's golden.
That's what's up, man. Yes. We're just having a good time. We're having fun.
Enjoying our life. That's what we're doing.
You only get one. You better enjoy your life.
Listen, enjoying our life, doing what we love. Yeah. I mean, it's just been high life fire.
Babies and pacifiers. Babies and pacifiers.
Yes.
But it's real crazy because it's like, not only are we just living our life like we're golden, just enjoying life, having fun, sometimes having too much fun.
I like when we have too much
fun. Sometimes you gotta have too much fun. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong
with it. You know what I'm
saying?
But it's all the, blessings that come with the journey.
Yeah. And
the privileges that we get being associated, connected, a part of this art called acting. And it's awesome, man.
Yeah.
I mean, we never know where it's going to take us. And that's in addition to the radio show.
Yes, in addition.
So you got the acting and the radio show merging, and it's just been a phenomenal combination, like Babies and Pacifier, Peanut Butter and Jelly, Batman and Robin.
You
know,
Oodles and Noodles.
Oodles and Noodles. I don't know if that last one fit, but still, Oodles and Noodles.
No, Oodles and Noodles. I like it. Well, pork and beans and hot dogs.
No, you're supposed to say baked beans first.
Okay.
Baked beans and hot dogs.
It's still pork and beans.
It's still pork and beans, but you know how that's how you traditionally say it.
No, you don't.
Yes, we do.
No.
Baked beans don't become first.
No. They changed it to baked beans and hot dogs. But back in the day, Kev, you know it was pork and beans and hot dogs.
Oh, it was pork and beans and hot dogs?
Yes.
Okay. Was that look like in the can when it had the little slab of fat? That's why they call it?
Yes.
Oh, you're right.
I'm about to take his car.
No. I knew about that. We called it baked beans.
Bush's changed the name to baked beans and hot dogs.
Oh, yeah.
And because remember back in the day, all you needed was some sugar and you put them things up in the pan and you got the hot dogs, you cut them up and put them in the pot.
I got you. Yeah. Oh, I used to eat that.
Exactly.
I still eat it. I ain't going to even front on you.
But now the term has gotten
to baked beans.
Too bougie is baked beans and hot dogs. Now.
Okay. Well, pork and beans and hot dogs. You know?
Yes, pork and beans and hot dogs.
Spam and mustard.
There you go.
It was a menu.
Yes, with a little bit of syrup on there. Give that sweet, tangy taste.
I got you. I got you.
Come on.
Well, whatever go together, that's how acting and the show is going together and all that stuff that we invite. And this has been fun, man. It really has been fun, exciting. It's been adventurous. And it's just such a privilege and a blessing to live a life of access and privilege. We get invited places that the average person
don't get invited to.
Yeah, we get to shake hands and take pictures with, stuff that the average person don't get to do. Yeah, and it's a privilege. And we count it as that. And the fun that we're having stems from thankfulness.
Yes, it does.
But listen, we all, thankfulness. We're just grateful, man. You got to be thankful and grateful.
That's right.
But with that said, we always got a lot going on.
Yes,
we got to talk about it.
We got to talk about it. We got to talk about it.
It's time for the many adventures of Kevin and Nikee.
Woo!
Oh, man.
You get a little too into it now.
I gotta try to sound like
you getting all into it.
I know. I gotta try to sound like I'm in a stadium or something. You know what I'm saying?
That is too funny. Y'all gotta see how he does that. That is hilarious. Man. One day I'm gonna take a picture and post it.
Post it on Facebook.
I sure am.
Yeah.
So y'all can
maybe
see
I gotta get a contraption kind of equivalent to your bell to do that because I've been.
No. I like that.
You like that? Okay.
You stay right there. That's where you live all day, every day.
Every day.
It's not every day. It's every day.
Every day. All right. Yeah, that'll work. So look, I'm gonna let you go first.
Man,
we got some stuff to talk about.
We can go together on this.
All right, I'm gonna let you start it off.
I'm just gonna bounce this because it's been like awesome. We're going to start it off with. Oh my God, what we started off with? It's just been so much.
Well, let's start off with emergency landing.
How about that?
Where it landed.
How about that?
We can do that. Yeah.
How about that? Listen, I would, you guys, I was completely shocked, because I did not know that Prime Video was bought by Comcast
Xfinity
X1.
Yes, sir.
It's the same old Comcast.
Right.
And your brother and your sister are up on it.
That's right.
Emergency Landing dropped on Prime Video, which is now bought by Comcast. So guess where we living? We living on demand.
Yes, sir.
And you can see us anytime you want to.
That's right. Check us out. Emergency Landing has landed on Xfinity X1.
Yes.
Prime, Amazon Prime. On demand
on Comcast.
Yeah,
I'm fitting to tell you, you are in for a treat because
real good movie. Yeah.
Your boy here is the star of the film, and he puts his thing down, and I'm telling you, he is not an award-winning actor for nothing. You guys are going to see why he is an award-winning actor, because he puts his thing down. I got it going on too, but your boy here, I'm telling you, you're going to enjoy it.
Yeah.
It's something you're going to enjoy. You're going to enjoy it.
Thanks so much, Nick.
You're going to enjoy it. I give credit where credit is due, and I'm trying to tell you, you do your thing up in this film.
I appreciate that. I really thank you for that, and definitely got to give a shout out to director Ra1ny Da3, man, who gave me an opportunity, man.
He gave all of us
opportunity, and when I was transitioning from background actor to principal actor, he gave me a role in the Christmas movie, The Gift You Forgot to Open.
And you did your thing in that one too.
And I almost want to say I accidentally got nominated Best Supporting Actor.
Yeah.
That was my first principal role, and all I was trying to do was, just take those disciplines that I had and learn from basketball and life and apply it to the role and just be believable. And it came out well. And then to get Emergency Landing behind that. And, one thing I say about director Ra1ny Da3, he puts us in positions to win. He puts us in positions to be successful. And, he has over 45 award-winning actors between nominations and awards. And I gotta pass it back to Nick because I don't want to give it away because I want y'all to watch it. But there's a scene towards the end that's going to explain the cliffhanger in the beginning.
Yes.
And you talking about 3 ladies that had to bring their A game. Actress Nikee Warren, my partner here, award-winning actress. Sharonda
Harris Bunton
and my Laura
Silverman
bought their A game. This scene is going to be one that's going to have your mouth open.
Yeah. And
you talking about being believable. Now, I was actually, when we were filming it, I was watching it.
Yeah.
Y'all had me crying, and I knew what the scene was coming. I knew what was great happening. Yeah, I had tears in my eyes.
I was coming to get you. I was coming. Yeah. I'm not going to tell y'all what I was doing. You guys will see it when you see the film. But I was coming to jack Kev up.
With weapons in hand.
But he was already got.
Yeah, I was already got. But it's a phenomenal movie. It really is a phenomenal movie. Please check it out.
Yes,
Me and
you're going
Nikee,
to enjoy it.
Yeah, y'all going to enjoy it. Emergency Landing. It's on Amazon Prime, on demand, on Xfinity One, Comcast. Check us out, man. And we'd love to get some feedback.
Yes, we love some feedback. And also, listen, don't forget, check out Jason's letter.
Yeah,
Jason's letter. Right. Your boy and your girl, we were also up in that.
Yeah.
So check out Jason's letter. That's also on demand as well.
Absolutely.
On Stars.
And they looping it.
It's looping.
Yeah. It may come on at some weird time, but they looping that joint.
They looping that joint. Yeah. So you check us out up in that too. And we got more stuff coming up. Tell them about the stuff. Oh my God.
Oh yeah. Well, I wanted to give a shout out to the feature film that I was filming a couple weeks ago at the top of the show. I mentioned at the bottom of the show last week. Yeah. Snow Baby. Shout out to awesome director, writer, Bridget Smith, Mike Walsh. Miss Marianne, Snow Babies. This movie is going to go far. It has that potential to be in one of those in theaters everywhere type movies. I played a drunk. I grew up around enough drunks to know how to play a drunk.
Sure enough.
And they, man, from the clips and videos that we put on YouTube and on Facebook and all, people they thought it was believable.
Yeah,
I had to get in character.
It was good.
Yeah, I had to get in character.
I told y'all to go to Kev's YouTube channel and check that out. That was good. That was good. But listen, we also got, we talked about before how, when you have to audition less and less and less, it's a good thing.
Yes, sir.
We have directors calling us up on the phone. Hey, we need you up in here. We need you up in here. And that's a beautiful thing because I got a phone call about us, 2 weeks ago? 2 weeks ago. And you get a phone call
this week about us.
This week. And I'm like, wow, how cool is that?
How cool is that? I mean, it's just, and like Mr. John Ken McGregor, the great actor, legendary actor from the Walking Fish Theater, acting class. I had a chance to take his classes. Phenomenal. He said, when you find yourself audition less and less. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's how you know that you are, becoming a better actor. Mr. Ken has trained under the model of Harvey Keitel, legendary Harvey Keitel. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. This is somebody that has been in X-Men, the Hurricane with Denzel Washington. I mean, he's a legend. He's a legend. And that was awesome advice. And me and Nikee are auditioning less and less. And it's a blessing when a director can call you up and they shut down casting for your character because they called you up.
Because they called
you up. And
it's
an honor. It really is an honor.
It's an honor. It's an honor.
And then, we got to talk about the Rodney L. Cherry Blossom Awards.
Blossom Awards.
Oh, it was phenomenal.
We walked away with some awards and it was just awesome.
It's crazy. I mean, the food was great. Mm-hmm. Everybody looked phenomenal. Yes. Red carpet, taking pictures. Yes. The award show was professional, organized, structured. It was phenomenal. Nikee and I walked away with some awards, so we are officially multi-award winning actors. Man, that got a ring to it.
I love it.
I like the title.
I love it. Because we ain't going nowhere but all the way up.
Nothing can stop us. All the way up. So, we go all the way up, man. It was just great. And congratulations to Ra1ny Da3. Everybody that got an award. Yes. And even for those that didn't get an award, you're still a best actor, best supporting actor. You're still phenomenal, great, and awesome in your own right and what you bring through the arts to the world. Yes. And, so we understand that sometimes that can be disappointing for people who want to win. But just to be nominated, that's an award. That's an award too. And I was talking to a director. They said some actors go a lifetime without even getting nominated. Yeah, they do. And, to get nominated is phenomenal, but then to actually win and to be classified as a multi-award winning actor, it truly is an honor. Me and Nikee, we got cast for TV series, Lifetime of Harmony, and it's going to be on Up TV. All the way up. Yes. Yeah, we get the bell. And guess
who's on the tizzy?
Yeah, and that's major distribution.
That's major distribution right there.
Up TV. Yeah, so we're looking forward to that. And, we always stand on the grind. Got upcoming table reads and stuff like that. But I definitely wanted to make sure I put Delaware Shore, multi award winning feature film Delaware Shore in select theaters beginning December 21st through the 27th. Nikee and I are in the movie. It's going to be one in LA. It's at the Arena Cinelog Sunset, 6464 Sunset Boulevard, lobby level, Hollywood, California, 90028. December 21st through the 27th. And then on December 28th, it's going to be in New York City. It's at the prestigious Cinema Village, 22 East 12th Street, New York, 1003. December 28th, 2018 through January the 3rd, 2019. And we looking forward to going to it. The premieres. It's going to be all that.
It's going to be all
It's going to be nice.
Listen, y'all come on out and go with us. Y'all come on out. In New York, come on out and see this movie. It's good because I'm telling you, people are saying that this director, Raghav Perry, is along the lines of M. Night Shyamalan. I'm telling you.
Absolutely.
Be on the lookout for this director. He's hot like fire.
He's hot like fire. Yes, sir. So, and all of our listeners out in L.A., make your way to the theaters, man. Come out and support this movie. It's phenomenal. It's getting rave reviews.
It is.
From the New York Film Festival, LA Film Festival, and a whole lot more, man. We just so happy to be a part of that movie. And we had Raghav on the show. Great interview.
Did. He was funny.
Yeah, he was funny. Humble guy.
Very humble guy.
Yeah. So I think, man, we done covered
did we cover everything?
Everything we need to cover for this week. Because we said we always got something going on every week.
Yes, every week we got something going on.
We got to definitely give a shout out to our main man, 50 Grand Pots and Pans, Robert Hughes, his birthday party.
Yes. Birthday party was off the chain. Shout out. You know what I love about Robert? He has a heart for the homeless.
Yeah, he do.
You know what I mean? He took his birthday and he turned it into a homeless charity job where people were bringing in their clothes and shoes and everything for the homeless. So not only were we partying all night, we also were helping people.
Helping people while we were partying. And also there was a component where you could even drop off toys for kids.
Yeah, toys for
kids. For Christmas, man. Yes. So you gotta love somebody, man, that has understood that, you know, life is about helping others and giving back.
Yes, and for those who don't know who Robert Hughes is, he is the awesome director of the hit show Mob Diaries, coming out of New Jersey. And we in there. And we up in that too. Yes, sir. So listen, stay tuned for that. Yes, sir. Stay tuned for that.
I play Davey the Hitman Brighton.
Yes.
And when you see me on the screen, Lord, it's not good for those I'm coming after. No, my characters just want to kill everybody.
No, it's not good. It's not good. It's not good.
Yeah, man.
But yes, Mob Diaries. Yeah. Shout out to Robert Hughes and happy birthday again.
Yeah. Now, you know what? You should sing happy birthday to Rob, because you're a singer.
Yeah, but you know, I'm a little scratchy.
See how you bail out on me, man?
No, I got scratchy. You. I have to take some medicine. I don't know what's going on. It's probably the weather going back and forth. One minute's hot, next minute's cold. You know.
All right, maybe we'll get you to sing next week.
I'll sing for him next week.
All right, that's what's up. All right. So, listen. We're going to take a break?
We're going to take a break.
But before we do, listen. We have a phenomenal, super talented young man.
Coming on the
show. He's on the line.
Yes, he is.
And y'all are going to want to not only hear his music, we're going to feature his music all throughout the show. And I just got to kind of share this, man. Like, we kind of connected on Facebook, man.
Nice.
And you know, Nick, we don't let everybody post on our Facebook page because we got writers, directors. We have a brand that, you know, you have to protect. You have to protect your brand.
Yes, you do.
And so this young man, we connected on Facebook. We're not going to say who he is till we come back after the song, but we connected on Facebook and he posted this post by Denzel Washington. He was speaking at a commencement.
Yeah.
And Denzel, and that portion that he posted was talking about, hey, when you go up, reach back down and pull somebody up. And I'm like, you know, that's how we think.
Yeah.
We always trying to help somebody.
Yeah.
And so that really caught my attention. And then I started to follow him and stuff like that. He had a couple videos up there when he was doing this thing. Yeah. I'm watching, listening, and I'm like, I'm feeling it. I'm like, okay, you know, this is real dope. And then he posted another video where he was just talking. Okay. And he was talking about don't let people disrespect you no matter how much money. But it wasn't from an angry, boy, don't let them disrespect you, boy. It wasn't on that nonsense level. It was on some, let me sit down and talk to you on an articulate level to convey some important information to you about your worth and your value. Yeah. And I'm like, I'm feeling this. You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling this. And, you know, of course, I was letting all that tag on my wall. I was co-signing, supporting it, giving it love and all that stuff, man. And then I had the opportunity to hear a couple of his songs.
Nice.
I'm not going to say just yet. We'll let him know when we play.
Right.
But he got some dope songs on it.
Yeah.
Maybe can we get the title one?
No.
Oh, we like, okay.
Because we ain't going to give it away. We going to let him talk about it when he come on the show. Because I want to talk to you know, he's a young artist coming up and, you know, we want to just talk to him about his music.
And his journey. Yeah.
And his journey.
But he's dope, man. And, you know, I can see him. I can definitely see him going all the way up. Yeah. Yeah, going to see all the way up. Yeah. So, it's the Kevin and Nikee Show on iHeartRadio.
Wait.
What I miss?
1 minute.
What I miss?
He sang. I know he rap.
Don't answer me. He's not singing Happy Birthday to you.
But do he say, wait a minute, it's my birthday?
No, it was your birthday 4 weeks in a row. He's not singing. You get people to sing Happy Birthday.
Maybe he could get like a little snippet of it.
Well, maybe he can put together a rap for your birthday.
Yeah.
Next year, though.
Come on, man.
Next year, yeah. But anyway, it's the Kevin and Nikee Show on iHeartRadio. We on iHeartRadio all around the world. We're everywhere. We'll be right back. Don't go nowhere. Don't touch that dial.
Yeah. Rainy Dae. Made him look soft, now they calling him down. I took his girl, took him down to the county. Kept talking mess on his head, put a bounty. Yeah. Shot at North Star, yeah. I was that youngin', man, no chicks that want me. Even though I know that I stay with some money. I was that youngin', that no chicks that want me. Then I get big, all the bad chicks, they love me. Cause I was that youngin', man, no chicks that want me. I just don't get it, the itch kinda funny. I was that youngin', that no chicks that want me. But all they wanted was 50s and 100s. Cause I was that youngin', that no chicks that want me. Made her look soft, now they calling them downy. I was that youngin', that no chicks that want me. Made a few moves, now they know that I'm stuntin'. Cause I was that youngin', that no chicks that want me. Even though I know that I stay with some money. I was that youngin', that no chicks that want me. This rap thing ain't sweet, so don't treat it like honey. When I was 13, I started to rap. Made my own path, so I don't need a map. Carry my knowledge, no room for a strap. Just put in your gun, man, that's not where it's at. I'm on a whole nother level, just stating the facts. No time for hating, I'm ripping up tracks. Came a long way and I'm not going back. Boy, you not on my radar, so try to relax. Me and no comp, yeah, we yell on the map. Came here to win, we not showing no love. You say that you walk, but I'm headed above. Fixing my city, don't care how it was. Lyrics they stack, you can call it some cup. So what do I have, man? I'm showing you what up. I have a gift that can never be bought. My words on my soul, they can never be taught. Looks are deceiving, I'm not what you thought. As for my dad, told me rap's not a plan. Told me get real, I'm becoming a man. I look back at him, said what's in my hands. Saw something different, not here to make friends. I'm something big, he just don't understand. Looking at the crowd, I'm just counting the fans. They look at me, they waving their hands. I was that young man, no chicks to want me. Even though I know that I stay with some money. I was that young that no chicks to want me. Then I get big, all the bad chicks they love me. Cause I was that young man, no chicks to want me. I just don't get it, the itch kinda funny. I was that young that no chicks to want me. But all they wanted was 50s and 100s. Cause I was that young that no chicks to want me. Made them look soft, now they calling them down. I was that young that no chicks to want me. Made a few moves, now they know that I'm stunting. Cause I was that young that no chicks to want me. Even though I know that I stay with some money. I was that young that no chicks to want me. This rap thing ain't sweet, so don't treat it like honey. Snap on a beat, I'm not playing no more. I'm taking over, let them know that I can. Turn dreams to reality, these photos who doubted me. Look at my magic, like I'm Peter Pan. Boy, I wanna go gold and I wanna go platinum. I'm talking real metal, not talking no camp. Got no expectation, but the time that I waited to get where I'm at. Boy, you gon' know my name. Building my legacy, know they can't catch me. No comments on the side, you know they can't touch me. Bars like a prison cell, know they can't arrest me. No, I'm not better, but I know you can't best me. Chop me like a button, but I know you can't press me. Flows ice cold, you can come away and grasp me. Melt down the ice, turn a pose into a wet sea. Play you like chess, but I know you can't check me. I was that young man, no chicks to want me. Even though I know that I stay with some money. I was that young that no chicks to want me. Then I get big, all the bad chicks they love me. Cause I was that young man, no chicks to want me. I just don't get it, the itch kinda funny. I was that young that no chicks to want me. But all they wanted was 50s and 100s. Cause I was that young that no chicks to want me. Made them look soft, now they calling them downy. I was that young that no chicks to want me. Made a few moves, now they know that I'm stunting. Cause I was that young that no chicks to want me. Even though I know that I stay with some money. I was that young that no chicks to want me. This rap thing ain't sweet, so don't treat it like honey.
We getting started after this,
that
was dope.
I was that one that no chicks don't want me, even though I stay with some money. I was the one that no chicks didn't want me, even though I stay with the money. Yes, I stay with the money, you know. Listen, they gonna come get him once he drop that album.
Oh, but when we hear one of his songs, they already coming. So you know what I'm saying? So we'll talk about that later. But yeah, that was
the name. Teach him how to watch out for him.
There we go. Yeah, that's it. So the name of that song was called Legacy.
Yeah.
And so
I love it.
It was dope. I like that piano. It had a strong piano beat and it had like that kind of sinister, mesmerizing.
I was the one that no chicks don't want me.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yes.
So we
love
back,
it,
y'all.
Love it.
Yeah, it was dope.
Love it. Listen, so this guy,
you gotta introduce him.
we're going to introduce him.
Yeah.
This guy is just awesome. He's a rapper, MC, songwriter, lyricist. I'm talking about none other than Rainy Dae. Yes. What's up?
You're good. How you doing, man?
Man, I'm doing great. Thank y'all for having me.
Oh man, that's what's up.
Thank you for coming on our show.
Yo, absolutely. Yes, sir.
I really appreciate it.
Yeah. Well, listen, man, we normally start the show out by thanking our guests, so we want to definitely thank you, man, for coming on the show, man. We know you're very, very busy, taking time out your schedule, man, to come, talk to us and our listeners around the world and let them know who Rainy Dae is.
Yes.
Hey, that's my pleasure.
That's what's up.
Awesome.
Well, yo, that song we just heard for all our listeners that might just be tuning in, it was called Legacy by Rainy Dae. Y'all gonna want to check this young man out, man.
We're
about to talk to him. Don't touch that dial. Turn your radios up. So we're going to jump right into it.
Let's jump right
All right, we're going to jump right into the interview. Here we go. Go ahead, Nick.
So listen, I know in your song Legacy, you were talking a little bit about, you know, how you got started in music, but give our listeners a little bit more about how you got started.
Okay, so basically, I can start kind of with my name. I spell my name is like Ra1ny Da3. The significance of my name is like the 1 and the 3 symbolizes like when I started to take rapping a little bit more seriously. When I started to actually see that I was actually good at it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where I was like when I was 13, I started to rap. And then like the Rainy, it was just like when I was like around the age where I started to take rapping seriously. I didn't really have a lot of money, so I was like, you know, when I do make it, I want to make it rain. You know,
I got you.
That's just from my original name.
I got you.
You want to make it rain?
He
He know what I'm talking about.
I know, yeah. He know
what I'm talking about.
You want to make it rain money, right?
Where you trying to make that money rain at?
He talking about giving to the homeless.
Wait, let him say it.
I'm trying to help him out here. You know what I'm saying? No, go ahead, man. Go ahead, tell your story. So, yeah, you said you want to make it rain when you make it big. First of all, I think it's honorable that you have a mindset to give back, to help others. But, you know, give us your definition of what your meaning is of where you want to make it rain.
Yes.
Honestly, well, making it rain, my whole thing with making it rain was just like, because I thought of, like, you know, when you think about rain, you think of it being a lot.
Right.
I really, like, honestly, making it rain for me just meant, like, having a lot.
I got you.
Lot, being able to do a lot with it. But that was really, like, the make it rain part come from, like, because I don't really, like, I'm not into, like, just throwing money.
Right.
Clean it up.
No. See how you think, Nikee?
No,
so
he's good.
No. I love his explanation. I know where you was going with it.
Well, I wanted to make sure.
Right. That's why I'm glad we had to keep you from out of that arena of where you was going.
Get out of
But no, I feel where he's coming from. Like when you think about rain, you think about a lot of it is constantly coming down.
Yes.
And he's more so talking about blessings coming down.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
I got him.
Are we cleaning it up?
No.
But that's what he means. I got you, man. And I feel that, man. I really do feel that, you know, and that's right, man. You want to make it big. You want the blessings and benefits to continue to come down, so you can be the recipient of all your hard work and stuff like that and things like that. Yeah. But like I said at the top of the interview, in line with that video of Denzel Washington that he posted, Denzel was talking about, hey, when you do make it, reach back. So I know this is a young man that has a heart to help people and bless others. And that's I like that.
That's just beautiful, being able to help others. Because, you know, trying to break out in the music business is hard.
Difficult. It's hard.
It's difficult. Yeah. So, Rain, how are you? You got all these songs and different things like that. How are you, you know, trying to break out into the music business? It is very, very hard. So how are you able to, you know, reach, you know, big directors and different things like that for your music?
So basically, I know a few people, like, through the events I've done and things I've done for people. Yeah. I made a lot of connections with different people. So that was my main way of, like, really getting into any event.
Okay.
You know, productions, anything really, because it's usually I'm contacted through the people that's hosting things because my name is getting around more and more.
Nice.
You know, radio stations and different stuff like that.
Nice.
Absolutely.
Nice.
Yeah. And that was one of the things that I saw, you know, following you and stuff, that had a chance to, you know, watch some of your performances. And I mean, the crowd was feeling you and all that stuff. So tell our listeners, you know, where did you glean your style? I mean, you're the one and only in the first Rainy Dae, but, you know, I think every rapper kind of had one that came before them, whether it was a Tupac or Biggie that they kind of gleaned from, or you know, a P&B Rock or somebody. Where did you kind of glean your style from, or maybe, you know, took some encouragement or inspiration and then kind of created your own to come up to be the first Rainy Dae?
So honestly, I would say DMX.
Okay.
DMX music. So like a lot of people, you know, really wouldn't think, because of the way I rap, I took from him. But like I love the way that he switches his flows so much. That's why I do it myself. I switch my flows a lot.
Okay.
But the way I rap, like, I don't use any profanity because it got to a point where I was like, yo, everybody using it. So if I do something different, maybe the people will like it. And
nice.
There's so many words in the vocabulary. Why I just use curse words? That's like kind of like limiting. So I would say DMX.
Man,
I
listen,
love that.
I love what you just said.
I love that.
And guess what? From a psychology standpoint, they said it takes less intelligence to use profanity than it does to use regular English like that.
I like that.
And I'm going to say that you're just as effective without all the profanity.
You sure are.
As the ones that feel that they need to. And we're not knocking nobody's style, but I'm just letting you know your rap, your music is effective. Even without all the profanity.
I like that. I like that. I
absolutely.
like that.
Appreciate that.
Yes, sir.
Now, we've been fortunate to have a few artists, rappers on our show. Rel Jerv, one of them, shout out from the Four. Yep. So, the Four is this show where it gives musical artists a shot. Have you ever thought about going on the Four?
Well, honestly, a lot of people are telling me I should. It's kind of like hard to get, like, my manager, he's not in America right now. So it's kind of hard for me to be able to do those kind of things. I might actually look into getting a new, like, temporary management. But it's kind of hard for me to get to, like, those kind of shows. I don't really know who I would have to go to, where I would have to go, honestly, to be able to, like, audition or, get, like, somebody to pitch me to the show.
I got you.
So that would be something I had to work on a little bit more to do, but I definitely would consider it.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, look,
you know what?
You run into the right two people.
You sure have.
You know what I'm saying? You run into two award-winning actors and actresses who are connected in the industry. We had Saheed from the Four.
Yes, we sure
on
did.
our show. We had, like as Nikee said, Rel Jerv, and so we'll do whatever we can
to make sure you get on.
Yeah, get you information or pitch you or whatever. Because as we always say at the end of the show, but I'm gonna say it right now: when you come on a Nikee show, Kevin Nikee show, your family, and that's how we're gonna do. But I want to encourage you too to be information driven, because me and Nikee, we're actors and actresses, but we're very information driven. And there is like the one place where you can pretty much find most things is Google.
That's right.
Google how to get on the Four, and you'll see stuff come up, and just be information driven, because you are your brand. Just like we were talking about how, me and Nikee.
Protect our brand.
You have to protect your brand, but we are our brand.
Yes.
And it's what you project and what you present on stage. And of course, we know that there's a business component of it, and then there's the entertainment component of it and things like that. But we'll do anything that we can do to back you and support you or get you information.
Yeah, because aren't they getting ready for what? Season 3?
Yeah.
They're getting ready for season 3. And they're always looking for new artists, new talent. And I do know that they have like the application and everything. You can find the application online to submit. So definitely we're going to assist with that.
We're going to assist you with that.
We're going to assist with
definitely, man. And if you could get on the show like... Yeah, absolutely, man. Most definitely.
Assist with that.
Yeah, man. And if you can get on that, that'll be you talking about major exposure.
Major exposure.
Yeah, that's major exposure. They come on CW?
No, that comes on Fox 29.
That's
Fox
right.
29.
I'm supposed to know that.
Yes, you should. Yeah. But major. I'm talking major exposure, because you got Diddy is on there, one of the hosts, Megan Trainor, and DJ Khaled. And they're really good. So that's major exposure for you on that show once you get on. And like people tune in every week, and I'm one of them.
Yeah.
I'm one of them. We're two of the people, main people who tune in every week to watch the show, because like I said, some of the artists be on our show.
Right.
So, and we got the prequel from Rainy. So when he get
on
the
floor, we're going to bring you back on the show. That's what's up. Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. I really am. And I really appreciate everything.
Most definitely.
Yeah, we're
man.
definitely going to assist you in that area right there. Most definitely. Yeah. Because they be up in New York, right?
Yeah, I think
it's in New York.
Yeah.
So you ain't even got to drive far. That's a train ride or a car ride.
Right.
You will get there. Trust me.
That's it.
You will get there.
Yeah. And let me ask you this. Like you talked about how you have a manager and things like that. Do you have the kind of, I want to say, contractual agreement where you are allowed to, try to get your own gigs? Because some people have agent setups or manager setups where the manager and agent do everything.
Yeah.
And they kind of can't get their own grind.
Right.
You know, Nikee and I as actor and actress, we'll always have a setup where we do our own grind because we love that part of the journey. So
we don't want to give the whole thing to anybody.
Right.
We want to be able to do some things on our own that gives us the freedom to like move around without feeling like we're in a box with somebody.
Right. So are you able to like book your own gigs as well and, you know, try to solicit applications and submit and stuff like that?
So the way I really operate, so my manager was more just taking up a role as like anything that I really can't do, he'll do.
Okay.
For the most part, I do book my own shows, and he'll like book shows for me. But for the most part, I got like a lot of freedom in terms of like getting bookings. Like I do events for people, but I also do like shows like where people contact me like, oh, can you perform? Like I have a show January 2nd at Voltage Lounge.
Okay.
You know, and I was just contacted by the host, and you know they wanted me to perform. I'm performing for free. You know, so it's like I do a lot of free events, but it's like those events help. You know, it's not like open mic is an actual show. Like people pay for slots, but because of like the presence I bring, you know, they ask me to perform. So I got like a headliner kind of, you know. So
nice.
So just like
I like that.
A lot of times I just.
There you go. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. And and moving into the new year, we want to start turning some of them free shows and mostly paid shows. You know what I'm saying?
How about that? That's right. That's right.
Yeah, and that's real. That's real talk because, like, even as actors, you know, we had to build our resume. We had to do some volunteer work to get our names out there and things like that. So you know, you're putting in the work. You're paying your dues, man. And, like I said, and I believe this with all my heart, man, you going all the way up, man. And so continue to stay on the grind. Like I told you, continue to stay positive and, man, the best is yet to come.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now,
I can't wait, and I really appreciate y'all.
Yeah, definitely, man. Yeah.
Thank you. We appreciate you, and
yes,
we are so invested in your career. Yeah. We're jumping on board to help out.
And let me say this too, right? Now, what you just said, so true. He should be sitting there thinking, why? Why are y'all invested in me? You know what the answer is? We don't know. We just feel like helping somebody, and it's something about you that we've made a connection with that makes us want to help you, man, because we see something in you. You know?
Well, it goes back to what he said and what Denzel Washington said. When you get where you going, you reach back and you help somebody
else. Right, but the question would be, I would be asking, why did y'all select me?
Yeah.
Out of everybody that we could have said, hey, boom.
Yeah.
But it's just that thing in our heart where we see something in you, man, and we want to invest in it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We want to invest in it. We want to help it. We want to support it. And look, we want some tickets to the show too, man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, listen, I can do everything I can. I promise.
And I'm not talking about all the way in the back either.
Not up in nosebleed. We can't.
We don't want to be up in the nosebleed. We want front row.
Right. That's what's up, man.
Now, how does your mother, in this day and age, you got, the rappers, and they sometimes have an entourage around them, and sometimes the entourage is not all that good, drama and different things like that. So I'm going to ask you two questions. You answer the first one, then I'm going to come behind you and ask the second one. So how are you able to have your music perform without all of the riffraff?
Yeah.
So honestly, I can just start by saying I don't make enemies with people.
Okay.
Good.
Like, I kind of keep it positive. I like to keep a lot of positive people around me. Like, honestly, my manager did a lot of that for me. Like, if a person wasn't like positive before, like I was around my manager almost like all the time.
Okay.
Like, if a person wasn't like, they wasn't in the right headspace, he would definitely tell me. Like, even after we met him, you could tell like within the first 10 minutes like who a person really is.
Right.
Their energy, and my manager was real big on that kind of thing. So, from the start, he would tell me, like, all right, no, this is not the person you should be around.
Nice.
We isolate ourselves away from, like, certain people because, a lot of people bring, like you said, drama. And that's pretty much how I did it. And I'm real good at that, too, because, I see how people act, and I can tell how people act towards when they see me doing something good.
Yeah.
How they going to react when I'm doing more.
Right.
I've had friends that I've known him. I know one of my friends for maybe 3 years, and so I started to get a little attention. He pretty much said he didn't want to bang with me no more because he thought I was going to change. But You know, I guess some people just not meant to be around.
Yeah.
But I just take it all as a lesson.
There you go.
Nice.
And that was just such a positive approach to a positive perspective. And that's awesome, man. And the thing about it, man, you know, 2 ways that you can find out who your friends are, who's real, is when you are going through a storm in your life or when you get a blessing. And I like what you said, how you're able to say, hey, you know, this person just wasn't meant to be.
He get the bell.
Yeah, he get the bell for that.
He get the bell for that because some people just keep them around, knowing that they're leeches.
Right,
keep them around, and you know all that negativity, and because that reflects on you.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
That messes up your brand, your image, your name by having these leeches around you that just, you know, can't get themselves together.
And then if they can't be happy for you, then you probably don't need them anyway.
That's right. That's what it is.
You know, like we talk about all the time, you know, people come into your life for a reason and maybe even for a season. And that season is going to be, that reason or season is going to be 1 or 2 things, to help you or hinder you. We talk about how with the analogy of how life is like a theater. And how you know, you on stage. Everybody in your life can't come on stage. And the people that come on stage are the people who mean the most to you. They're the closest to you. They've been there from day one. Then you got the people who are allowed to sit in the first row. They're your biggest fans. Then you got the people who sit in the middle. They're your fans, but they not all the way for you, but they're not against you either. Then you got the people that sit in the back. You know, those people, those are the ones they want to look, they just want to see. They want to see if you're going to make it. They want to see if you're going to be successful. Then you got those that's in the balcony. Now you getting to the level of people that they ain't really for you. Then you got those outside the theater. But what me and Nikee talk about all the time, when people show you who they are, please believe them. And when you believe them, they're going to tell you where they belong in the theater. You just sit them accordingly. Don't try to make somebody who's supposed to be outside the theater, don't bring them on stage.
That's right.
And that's kind of what Nikee was talking about. Like, don't try to make somebody fit where they don't belong. You know,
because when they start acting a fool, everybody gonna look at you. Like, why are you hanging with this dude? So I'm glad he said that his manager is like, listen, this is not the type of person you need to be hanging around. But on the flip side of that, Rain, do you take the advice? Because there could be somebody that you want to hang with and your manager is like, no, get him out of here. But do you take the advice?
It sounds like you do.
Well, yeah, definitely. Like, I have a really small circle, honestly, and that's why I actually recently created a team. I try to distance myself from a lot of people that, you know, get into a lot of drama. I don't like being like, I'm not like the party scene type person. I do go to parties because, you know, I do a lot of performances, but I'm not into like getting into all of like the different stuff that people get into. So it's like, I be myself, honestly. I don't try to be somebody I'm not. So that helped me a lot with, like, you know what I'm saying, isolating myself from the people that shouldn't be around me or I feel shouldn't be around me or just not the right people to be around.
There you go.
That's it right there.
That's what's up.
That's it right there.
Yeah, and I wanted to ask too, man, like, you know, you have a lot of rap music out here, people rapping about stuff that they really not about. You know, then you got people rapping about stuff that they are about. What influences how you tell your story? You know, because you have that kind of collaboration between entertainment and wanting to sell albums and stuff like that versus reality. What influence how you rap your story?
So honestly, my main influence is, like, I usually just write about what's going on. My most recent song I just released, it was called She Not Right. That song was literally about it was this girl I tried to talk to. She didn't like me until she saw who I really was. I did like a live show, and I literally said one of the lines in the hook was like, she didn't want me, now she wanted to dance with me. And when I did a live show at my school, she was in the front dancing with all her friends. And it was just like, you didn't really like who I was until you saw who I really was. Right. I was like, all right, let me write about that.
There you go. I like that. And after the interview, that's going to be the next song we're going to play. And since you put it out there, that was one of my favorites. I already told her that was one of my favorites.
She didn't want you, but now she see who you are. But you know, now she want to be all up in your face.
But you know what, man? I mean,
I want to talk about that, but go ahead.
Yeah, because I mean, and we kind of talked about the relationship stuff last week. But I told Rain, I said, man, yo, that was one of my favorite ones. But it not only was the lyrics, it wasn't the beat, But I was able to connect with that experience as well.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? I was that dude that, they didn't want to give you time of day. Then they saw me dunking a few basketballs and I was in the paper and all that stuff. They was like, hey, Cal.
So Rain, how do you deal with that? Because as you get bigger, which you are, the women are going to come.
Yeah.
The women are going to come. So how do you differentiate between who is serious for you and who just want the pockets?
That's right.
Well, honestly, right now, I do have a girlfriend.
Okay.
So, yeah. So it's like, my main thing was like in high school, like, I want to just get a girl before I graduate so I know who really want me. But I'm like, you know what? They'll come to me.
Right,
the person will come to me. So I was patient and, I found somebody, thank God. And it was just like, this person had been with me. So it's like, I definitely found the right person. And I think I could see me with this person for a long time, honestly. And it was just like, I feel like that's going to help me a lot.
That's what's up.
Okay.
On top of the fact that she probably listening, like, you better say that. You better put it out there that we together.
Okay, but
I'm listening.
But listen, now I gotta ask though. Because we're going back to the women. Mm-hmm. Now, I know you got a girl and she beautiful. Shout out to Miss Beautiful. Yeah. But as you get up there, more women are going to come, and they're going to come to the point where they will be disrespecting Miss Beautiful to get to you.
But she gonna be there. So.
I know she gonna, but you know how it go.
I know how it go. That's real.
Women don't care who you with. They want to try and get in there. Most women. Some women respect some women, but a lot of women don't. Yeah. And then you have the brothers. I'm just going to say it. Some of the brothers act like they don't see it. Mm-hmm. They don't see the other girls coming up on them and different things like that. So how are you able to have Miss Beautiful, see them girls coming, but still, keep it where it's supposed to be?
Because, like, honestly, somebody being, real and staying around, being loyal to, like, each other, I feel like that's more important than, a whole bunch of people. Right. Like, it's just, like, kind of like with a song. Like, you got one song that you, like, really love, and you really want to make that song the best, right? And then you got where you just want to put out a whole bunch of songs that you don't really care how good they are.
Right.
It's like, all right, I got to choose, like, quantity or quality.
Right.
Like, me, 10 times out of 10, I'm choosing quality.
There you go. Ooh. Man, you get the bell again.
He gets the bell.
Listen, man, I'm going to tell you who you remind me of, man. I'm going to tell you who you remind me of. You remind me of KRS-One.
Yeah.
Because he's dropping knowledge.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He raps knowledge as well, along with his story, his experience and stuff like that. But just what you just said, that's something that KRS-One would have said.
That's something that he would have
said. And KRS-One was from the Boogie Down production, man. It was, from the 90s.
Yeah.
They were socially conscious rappers that was making people think. Mm-hmm. And, it's just refreshing and great to hear, man. It sounds to us that you have like a really good head on your shoulder, good foundation. And Miss Beautiful gonna be right there, I can assure you.
Yes.
With her arms folded, like, y'all come this way if y'all want to, girls.
You get on my nerves.
Yeah. But but I like what he said, quality over quantity. Yeah. I'm riding with the one that been there with me.
Yes.
I know what she bringing to the table. She was there when I wasn't nothing. Now when I make it big, she gonna still be there.
That's
because it's knowing that these folk over here don't really care about me. Where were y'all? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And for that, I started to call her name. The girl that was dancing at the school, Joan.
Yes.
She need to go sit herself down and have several seats. You know what I'm saying?
That is beautiful. That is beautiful. Yeah. Shout out to Miss Beautiful. I know she listening.
Yes,
hey girl.
Yeah, hey girl. That's what's up, man.
But listen, I gotta put on my little mama bear for a minute. As an artist, as a rapper, you have to go out to different venues. And sometimes these venues and different things, sometimes they are not, safe. Yeah. So how does your mother feel about you being a rapper, knowing, the industry sometimes is not safe and different things like that? How are you able to assure her that her baby is all right?
All right. So, shout out to my mom first. But basically, my mom, she actually used to be in the industry a little herself. She was a singer for a while, right? So she kind of knows like a little bit more the ins and outs. Mm-hmm. So she kind of like coaches me, you know, if it's something that she knows she's experienced, then she's like, oh yeah, this, you know, this should be this way, that should be that way. And in terms of like, you know what I'm saying, safety, like she don't really worry too much about like me being safe out there, because it's like I said, I don't really create a lot of enemies. For the most part, people just like attracted to who I am. Right. And I don't know what that could be, but I just, you know what I'm saying? I try to stay out the way. I don't really do much. I don't create enemies with people. I don't really argue with people. You know, it's not really any like differences between me and other people. So it's like my mom, you know, I usually don't really have problems at all. I
got you.
Does she go sometimes to different concerts with you?
Oh yeah, definitely. Like, good. Okay. You know, like maybe 8 out of 10, she'll be there.
There you go.
Nice.
That's what's up.
You know, sometimes she's busy.
Now you said something. You said people are attracted to you. I can definitely see that, because it's kind of like when I had the opportunity to watch you, some of your videos, watch you speak on some of your video. It was like, we got to help this brother. I called Nick up. I was like, Nick, you got to hear this young man. He rapping. Mm-hmm. I called Nick up. I started emailing her some of your links to your stuff. And Nick, and Nick, we kind of old school. Me and Nikee kind of old school. Mm-hmm. You know, you want to say old school, old head. You know what I mean? Like, we come out of that era in the 90s where they was rapping about who threw the best party, the best DJ, who could rock the party, who had the best MC. Nobody got shot, stabbed, slapped, or stomped on the ground. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we were used to. And so, you know, when we kind of come in contact with the hip hop and stuff, you know, we zoom in, because we want to hear if they shooting the baby mama and the baby stroller. We don't want to hear all that stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not against entertainment. I do feel like there's a responsibility. I think we all have a responsibility to be our brothers and sisters keeper, even though it's art and entertainment. Yes. You understand what I'm saying? Because you got a lot of young people out here that can't separate real from entertainment. That's right. You know what I'm saying? Right. And, you know, some years ago, I had the opportunity to run into Busta Rhymes, limo driver. And, you know, he was saying that it's just entertainment. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Quiet as kept. A lot of rappers got their degrees from colleges. Yeah. You know, P. Diddy got his degree. Yeah. Run DMC had their degree. I went to Johns Hopkins University. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so it's like, you know, there is that responsibility. Talk about that responsibility, even as an artist. It is entertainment, but that responsibility to be a role model, to, you know, hey, maybe drop some, like, you're very, very positive in terms of our youth. Talk about that.
So yeah, like, honestly, and that really is kind of one of the main reasons that I don't use profanity. Okay. You know, I got younger sisters and I got younger cousins, and I just, you know, I've heard the music that they listen to, and I'm like, all right, maybe somebody should do something different. Right. And like, I was just like, you know, it just, I feel like if people took more like ownership of the kind of stuff that they talk about, you know, a lot less violent stuff will be happening, honestly, because it's like a lot of times, like you said, there'll be artists that talk about it, don't live it, but the people that listen to it might try to live it. Right. You know? So it's like you putting that in the atmosphere, and it's like it comes back. You know what I'm saying? But it might not come back to you. It'll come back to the person that's listening to you. Right. And it's like, all right, I can affect what people, like how people feel during the day. Like, I've had people tag me. Like, my younger sister actually earlier tagged me in her story on Instagram, you know, listening to my new song, and she was like, you know, this is Saturday mood. And I'm like, I'm glad people feel like that. And like, I had my younger cousin singing the song, like, they, like, you know, and they just was like, I could tell that they felt inspired, you know, because they really was singing it, like, they knew every word, and they was like passionate about what they were saying. I was just like, it's crazy. Like, I have a voice. And a lot of people should realize, like you really have a voice, you know, and if you're using your voice, right, please use it for the right reason.
Ooh. You get the bell, dog.
He get the bell.
That was well put.
That's very well said. Very well said.
Well put. And
very well said.
Now,
because the first thing I said to you was, is he calling people bees and hoes?
You know, yeah.
And I said, is he calling people bees and hoes? That's all I want to know.
And here's the thing, though. It was like, I was like the first filter. I'm like, if you can make it past Nikee, you on the show. You know what I'm saying?
Like, listen.
Because me and Nikee, we the type to be like, all right, here they go with that hippie hot stuff again. You know what I'm saying? Like, we old school like that. But when I heard your music, I was like, Nick, yo, you got to hear this young man. And I'm gonna tell you straight up, and I mean this literally. I played your song, "She Not Right." I might have been reliving the moment too. I played at least 20 times, man. I played at least 20 times. I was really feeling it though.
Listen, because when he told me, when he said, "Nick, you got a hit," I was like, "Listen." Is he calling people bees and hoes?
Right. That's all he was.
If he calling people bees and hoes, the answer is no.
I said, no, you just listen to it. You know what I mean?
So I checked it out and I loved it. I was like, yeah, let's go for it. Let's get him on the show.
Yeah. Now, you got a video. He watched the video out. It was on YouTube. Oh man, I can't remember what was the name of it. But I mean, everybody was just on the car, having a good time. You was rapping. You had the mask on your face. I think I want. Yeah, and
it was
Sideshow, that's what it is.
Okay.
And we're going to play that song too.
Yeah.
But I watched the video, man. I was really, really feeling it. Had an excellent vibe. The kids was having a good time. Even the dude in the wheelchair was jamming. I mean, he was getting it in too. It was a real feel good, nice rap. It had a nice beat, man. Talk to our listeners about what made you come up with the concept for that song. And we're going to play it later in the show and for that video.
All right, so first I got to start with the song. So really, honestly, I got the concept of the song. Well, I had found that beat like, maybe a year or two ago before I had released the song. So I really came up with the song when I was, just listening to it. But I had before I graduated high school, I had a teacher. I'll never forget him either. He was my personal finance teacher, and he used to call me Sideshow because of the way my hair was, like Sideshow Bob from The Simpsons.
Okay.
So, people start calling me that every time I was in that class. So, I was like, you know what? I'm going to make a song called that. And I actually told him that. And nobody believed me, so I actually did it. And then when I did it, it was like, I brought it to him. It was like, everybody was stunned. They were like, wow, that was, hot.
That's what's that.
Nice.
I actually hinted at some stuff from the actual show in the song.
Okay.
I could just call out one line when I was like, always kill beats on Sideshow Bob. It was an episode where Sideshow Bob kept killing Bart over and over.
Okay.
And I was like, that would be how, always kill Bart. I would say beats.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up, man.
Nice.
That's what's up.
Now, do you, back in the day, artists, they were writing their own lyrics. No ghost writing going on. I know you know about the ghost writing. No ghost writing going on.
He laughed.
He laughed.
You know about it. Yeah.
They wrote their own lyrics.
I know y'all probably talk about.
I ain't gonna say no name.
We ain't gonna say no name, but anyway.
But it wasn't no ghost writing going on back in the day. They wrote their own stuff. They wrote their own things, and back in the day, the rappers, they, had their own beats, no sampling and nothing of that were going on. They put the work in.
Right.
So,
not there's anything wrong with sampling.
Not.
But I like the ghostwriting comment you made. But yeah,
ghostwriting and biting rhymes, how they say it. How much are you involved with your music? Like, you write your own lyrics, you know your own beats and stuff.
Okay, yeah. So I write all of my lyrics. Honestly, that's probably one of my favorite parts about doing music is actually writing my lyrics because I get to put my message out the way I want to.
There you go.
I couldn't really have somebody else write for me because it's like they wouldn't be able to get through the message I'm trying to get through.
Right.
Yeah.
Say what I'm trying to say.
That's what's up.
I like it.
That's awesome.
He said, listen, they ain't going to say it how I want to say it.
That's right. Because
write it myself.
when you write it yourself, it permeates from your heart, from your experience, from who you are. And the audience is able to connect with that. Like when I watched that video, I was able to connect with that.
Yeah.
When I listened to that song, She Not Right, I was able to connect with that because it came off authentic. But I'm going to say this, man. You made a comment. You said people are attracted to you. You don't know why. Well, we're going to answer that question for you. Some people have what you call the it factor. Yeah. You don't know how you got it. You got it. You can't pray for it. You can't buy it. You can't rent it. You just got it. And you got it, man. And, your music is attractive. You have a deportment about you that does make people want to, connect with you and vibe with you. I do want to encourage you too that sometimes you can try to stay free. Back in the day, we used to call it that stay sucker free. Yeah. You could try to stay sucker free from drama, and because of envy and jealousy, drama gonna find you. Yep. And so, we just want to get you to be prepared that while you minding your business, trying to touch lives, writing your lyrics, rapping, doing your video, somebody going to look at Rainy Dae and say, that boy think he all that. Cause
it's always going to be somebody.
You know what I'm saying?
Always going to be somebody hiding out in the pocket like a sucker, like they do.
Yeah, and so we just want to encourage you, man.
Yes.
Keep going, stay positive, and any help and support that you need, man, we here. Man, once again, thanks again for coming on the show, man. Much. You've been an awesome guest. All our guests are awesome. Yeah, man.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And so at the end of the show, or the interview, we always like to give our artists, our guests, the opportunity to put your social media out there, how they can follow your music, find your music, videos, all that stuff. So just take your time, put your social media handles out there. Somebody might want to book you. We don't encourage putting phone numbers out there, but I mean, I know you had some information on Twitter, but put your information out there.
Okay, so I can start with, the most common way people use nowadays anyway. So on Instagram, you can find me at RAINY_DAE, or you can just search up Ra1ny space Da3, and that's on Instagram. On Facebook, you can find me at RAINY space DAE, and that's on Facebook. On Twitter, you can just find me at Ra1ny Da3, and that's with no spaces in the middle. Then Snapchat, Ra1ny_Da3, and that's for Snapchat. And then as far as my YouTube, it's Ra1ny space Da3, and that's also for my SoundCloud.
That's what's up.
Ra1ny space Da3.
That's what's up. And listen, man.
I like how you keep it simple.
Yeah, keep it simple. People gotta be able to find you. Yeah, and one last question, man, because I remember you said something that was so profound. And I read on your post. You said if you cannot be, your dad told you, if you cannot be Google, it ain't official. Just talk about that for like maybe a minute, and we're gonna end on that one.
Okay, yeah. So that's actually yeah. So basically, like it will be so many basically, he said that because I was dealing with a lot of people that said they were like, all that in the industry, and you really, you couldn't really, they weren't about what they were saying.
That's right.
So it was like, you'll deal with a lot of people that just talk a lot, and it was just so many people try to screw me over. I had somebody try to sign me. It was a guy wanted to offer me a manager contract, and he wanted to get me for 10 years. He tried to make it seem like it was going to be a 2-year contract. Then they said he can extend it for 3 years twice.
Oh, wow.
And, it was like all the money going his hand first. And they were like, like, who is this guy? You can't even, like, really, like, if you can look him up, maybe that's official, like, how did he offer you money?
Oh, absolutely.
Like, he wasn't who he said he was.
Right,
right. It was just like,
yeah, that's powerful.
And that's where you got, that's what we were talking about. That's where you got to be careful. It's a lot of scam artists out here trying to take advantage of the artist trying to get up.
Right. And they see he going all the way up. And so you're going to have that. And even with me and Nikee as actors, if we don't know who the director is, we'll go to Google. We should be able to find you. And if we can't find you, it's like, I might have to.
And see, for us, for actors, every director and actor has what is called a IMDb
page.
That's right.
And if you don't have one of them,
then you ain't real.
You probably not real. That's good stuff, man. That's great stuff, man. And we gonna post your video in the show page. We're going to post some of your performances so people can get a chance and get a taste. We're going to post you talking about, hey, man, know your work is valuable. We're going to post all them videos in the show, and it's going to be phenomenal, man. Like, once again, man, thank you so much, man. You got my number, man. You need anything, hit us up, man. And any way we can support you. You got some projects coming out. Let us know. We'll announce it. We'll put it over the airwaves in the show page. This, that, and the third, man. Continue success to you, man. And once again, all the way up.
That's right.
Thank you. I appreciate you so much. And I want to thank y'all for having me. I appreciate the opportunity so much. I waited a long time for an opportunity like this. So, what I'm saying? Anything helps, and I really appreciate y'all so much.
Oh, you're so very welcome. You're so very welcome. Thank you for coming on our show.
Yep. All right, man. Well, enjoy the rest of your day, man. And we will definitely be in touch.
Sure will, especially about the 4.
Oh yeah. We're gonna be in touch with you about the getting on the 4 too, man. At least getting you applications or whatever, man. So yeah.
All right, thank you so much.
Yeah,
you're welcome.
Yeah, take care, man. All right,
bye bye.
Yeah, peace.
All right.
Man, that young man is fire.
He going all the way up.
That young man is fire.
I'm trying to tell you, man.
He is fire.
I'm trying to tell you, man. Yo, that was awesome.
That was
I mean, see, and that was the thing that was so compelling about this young man. Just listening to him speak. Mm-hmm. He has a good head on the shoulder. Yep. He's got an awesome foundation. Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna go on the limb and say this: you can tell the boy got God in his life. You know what I'm saying?
He do.
He got God in his life.
He do.
You know what I'm saying?
He's that young man is awesome.
Yeah, that was just a very, very awesome interview, man. All our guests are awesome. All our guests are celebrities. This is the Kevin and Nikee show on iHeartRadio and all across the world. It's the Celebrity Guest Radio Show, and we was just talking to Rainy Dae. All the music that will be featured on the show tonight is his music. He wrote it, he rapped it, and we all gonna hear it.
Ain't no ghost writing.
Ain't no ghost writing going on here. Ain't afraid of no ghosts up in this.
We ain't afraid of no ghosts.
No ghosts.
Ain't no ghost writing going up on here.
That's right. So we're gonna play another song. This is the song we've been talking about called "She Not Right."
She ain't right.
See, if I had to say the title, I'd have been like, "She ain't right."
She ain't right, dog. She ain't right.
But he said it better than us. He said she not right. So y'all gonna want to dig this.
Rainy Dae, Rainy Dae, Rainy Dae, Rainy Dae, Rainy Dae. Yeah.
Like how they go crazy.
Yeah. Okay. Man, she didn't want me, now that girl, she wanna dance with me. Now I got the money, so she wanna put her hands on me. I'm just staying humble, got supporters, I got fans with me. Headed to the top, watch me get it from my family. I can't let nobody hold me. I won't stop, I just keep going. I get money now, I can't show them. It don't stop, they keep on snowing. I got it showing, now I did it. Don't need money now, I got it, I get it. I won't turn around, I know it can't with it. This one platinum, but that wasn't scripted. Don't get used to this, they know I can switch it. Part of 1%, we welcome lieutenants. I don't have a dream, I got a vision. I'm not going back right down on my pen. I promise you, I'm not lost. I made shots now, I cut a cause. I guess now you could call me the boss. I be around, so I hear the applause. I'm gonna win and I don't fear a loss. And like it then I gotta go off. Yeah, sometimes the people thought I would fall, but it's gonna rain, so they just see the fall. These people get money and they wanna flex. Don't let it get to you, I'm still the best, but I'ma stay humble right there on my chest. Play all my cards, but I got the whole deck. I'm just gonna kill it, gonna pay my respects. The way they be watching me breaking their necks, I'm going up and I don't need a rest. The 52 comments, I'm one of the legends. I won't let nobody stop me. People hate, but they just watch me. I'm on top, I feel like Rocky. I rock diamond shit, that's my mouthpiece. Man, she didn't want me, now that girl, she wanna dance with me. Now I got the money, so she wanna put her hands on me. I'm just staying humble, got supporters, I got fans with me. Headed to the top, watch me get it from my family. I can't let nobody hold me. I won't stop, I just keep going. I get money now, I can't show them. It don't stop, they keep on snowing. They tell me they love it, I gotta keep going. They know they can't touch it, like I just be floating. They seeing the vision of money keep growing. I don't have to mention, I put it in motion. The money like water, it feel like an ocean. I feel like a hoarder, the way it be scolded. They thought it was funny, now I just be joking. I put it together, I mix it like potion. Word. I'm going, yeah, I'm the closest to the top, you can't approach it. I can't let them break my focus. You didn't have none yet, I noticed. Found my way, so I just wrote it. On that bus, don't need no token. Green Lake Hawk just called me Hogan. It's gon' work, so I feel golden. I won it, so I gotta score it. It's raining, I'm making it pour. Okay. A hawk it, I feel like a boy. Got money, but I'ma get more. I'm walking the sky with the force. I'm shining my light like a torch. I want a Ferrari, a Porsche. The one that look great with the horse. Shining like a medal, I don't rock braces. Going number one like I switch places. Got rocket power, go up like spaces. Trying to get the money, I'm not gonna waste it. Man, she didn't want me, now that girl, she wanna dance with me. Now I got the money, so she wanna put her hands on me. I'm just staying humble, got supporters, I got fans with me. Headed to the top, watch me get it from my family. I can't let nobody hold me. I won't stop, I just keep going. I get money now, I can't show 'em. It don't stop, it keep on snowing. Yeah. Woo. Hey. I'm feeling good, yeah, I'm feeling great. I know people love it, I know they gon' hate. And lately I'm eating like steak on my plate. I gotta keep going on, I cannot wait. Can't let nobody hold me. Won't stop, I just keep going. Get money now, I can't show 'em. It don't stop, it keep on. Then she didn't want me, now that girl, she wanna dance with me. Now I got the money, so she wanna put her hands on me. I'm just staying humble, got the borders, I got fans with me. Headed to the top, watch me get it from my family. I can't let nobody hold me. I won't stop, I just keep going. I get money now, I can't show 'em. It don't stop, it keep on snowing.
The Scholarship's professional editing firm consists of a specialized group of academic doctors, editors, and statisticians that keep doctoral candidates moving through the academic doctoral process by providing one-to-one group mentorship and all-inclusive editorial services that produce writing advancements that result in exponential movement. The scholars conduct line-by-line editing, proof and copy editing, university-specific format compliance, and substantiate done-for-you services on the following documents: doctoral thesis, dissertations, capstone projects, research studies, research proposals, research papers, and oral defense preparation and presentation. The Scholars Professional Editing Group keep you moving. For more information on editorial services, our doctoral accelerated mentorship program, visit www.thescholarsedediting.com. Once again, that's www.thescholarsedediting.com, or contact Dr. Haynes at 281-315-6053. Oh, yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, that song is dope, ain't it? I told you.
You know what? I feel a collaboration coming on.
Nick, you took the words. I was just about to. I know what you're going to say. Bino. Yeah, we got to get them in the studio.
We got to get them in the studio together.
Nick, man, listen.
I feel a collaboration.
You right on point. I was just thinking that, man. Mm-hmm. I was like, yo, we got to get Bino 936 and Rainy Dae and to do a collabo.
Yep.
And then bring both of them on the show. Not the battle. But we don't do no battle. We don't do no battle.
We stopped rap battling a long time ago. I remember I used to battle Kev, so we stopped.
We bring them both on the show to talk about the collaboration, because we're not here to, we're here to collaborate and celebrate, and educate and all that old stuff.
Yeah, so, I feel a collaboration coming on.
I feel it too.
And with Tut Moses,
and man,
you trying to kill people.
They might mess around and do a concert, man.
You trying to kill people now. The four of them together?
Oliver, Bino 936, Rainy Dae, and Tut Moses.
Lord have mercy.
Man, that's dynamite. That's an explosion right now.
That's an explosion.
You know, we might have to put that together.
Yeah.
In the name of the Kevin and Nikee show.
Yes. And we won't have to do something.
We might have to do that. We might have to, We're gonna toss around that idea.
We're gonna have to do something with the four of them. Lord have mercy.
Man, we can name it. They could be like the Four Horsemen. Remember, like the wrestling group? They were the Four Horsemen, but they had the individual. Man, that'd be dope.
You know what? We gotta do something.
We might have to do that, Nick.
You know what? Let's brainstorm.
Let's brainstorm.
Let's brainstorm on this, and let's bring these four brothers out
together.
In the summer.
Okay.
2019, start the summer off.
Because,
we always got stuff to celebrate. You know what I mean? Yeah. We always have stuff to celebrate.
We gonna do it. We gonna do it. Y'all heard it here.
We gonna bring
the Four Horsemen. Bino 936, Oliver Burbage.
Yes.
Rainy Dae.
Yes.
And we gonna try to get Tut Moses.
You know, we can get to.
We can get them.
Problem.
Yeah,
like whatever you need.
Yeah, for real.
Daddy Tut was like, whatever, Nikee, whatever you need, y'all for the show.
That's it. We gonna have
whatever
to do that.
y'all need. Kevin and Nikee show, we up in it. So
that's right.
we definitely got to put something together with these 4 brothers. That's just
absolutely.
That's gonna be fire.
That's gonna definitely be fire. And I just want to be one of the goons on the stage. Like, just acting tough. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I mean, I try to rap. I don't consider myself a rapper, but I just want to be in the background, like, you know, like I'm the bodyguard or something.
And you know what?
Wearing all black, you know what I mean?
Let's see if we can get Real Jerv.
Man. 5
of them.
Yeah. So then we got to change the name. That'd be the what? 5 Deadly Venom.
Ooh.
We're going to be tough. There's going to be 5 Deadly Venom up in this jaw. Oh, my goodness.
Real Jerv
he light a party up.
He rhymes. He raps with a live band.
Yeah.
This dude got horns. He got bass. He got listen,
man.
Real Jerv ain't no joke.
We gonna try to do this, man. We gonna put our heads together, brainstorm, and we gonna get the venue, and of course try to get everybody to commit, collaborate, put it, market it.
Yes.
And just people need to see this.
I feel it. I'm all about music. I grew up in a musical household, for me singing and everything. Yeah. I would like to throw a nice concert for these brothers.
Yeah, absolutely.
And have them, because listen, that's fire.
That's definitely fire.
That's fire.
That's definitely fire.
That's fire. So
what we got?
We got
news and sports. All right, it's sports.
I love it when you do that.
Now, for those of you who don't know about Big 5 basketball, it is Villanova, Drexel, University of Penn, Temple, and LaSalle. The Big 5 basketball has earned the right. Bill Raftery, one of the commentators for CBS, said Big 5 basketball is some of the best basketball in the country. And just how you know, these schools from Philadelphia live in close proximity. Yeah. Like, you could throw a rock from Drexel University and hit Penn because they right down the street.
Right down the street.
But one thing I like about Big 5 basketball, it don't matter who's got the best record. Anybody can beat anybody on any given night. So with that said, the University of Penn Quakers snaps Villanova's Big 5 streak with a 78-75 win at the legendary Palestria Classic. Penn's victory over Villanova wasn't a fluke. It was Steve Donahue's strategy executed effectively. Note, it had happened over 25 Big 5 games over 6 years, or even in 2 of the last 3 NCAA tournaments. You don't beat Villanova just by launching basketballs towards the rim or hoping. In this case, it really looked figuring out how to twist a trademark Villanova trait the other way. Look what Villanova has done, Penn coach Steve Donahue said later. His reading glasses broken from they had a locker room pretty much celebration. I thought about it today. They have literally won 2 of the last 3 national championships. He said, I never imagined that could ever happen. That's what makes Big 5 this win so special. What they've accomplished, I thought, talking about Villanova, played out of their minds. It wasn't like they laid an egg. As 8,033 inside the heat of the Palestria saw it unfold Tuesday night, the Penn Quakers matched Villanova's grit, but did more. The Quakers grabbed an early lead, held it for all but a couple of minutes, withstanding charges. They had put the puzzle together in advance and what they needed to do. One part of it was understanding how an aggressive defender can turn into an off-stride defender, which for Penn players, seeing a hard hedge on a screen meant an opening to cut to the hoop. If Quaker big men have the ball and see this kind of action, they are experts at knowing what to do next. A lot of scouting and a lot of reading into what they do. Quakers big man A.J. Browder, one of those expert readers and passers, said about all of Penn's big men feeding cutting guards. And one of the strategies about University of Penn, they pass and cut like the Boston Celtics, man. If I can give you a comparable team. They blow up a lot of ball screens. They switch really hard. And I think that messed up a lot of the teams with what they wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? They can't do. So, the mental toughness and the poise to slow it down, see the floor. And what they do, when we see the team that is going to blow up a screen, we cut to the basket, cut to the basket, cut to the basket. We catch it. We take a look around. We take a deep breath. We go from there. You want to say Villanova is missing so many of their players who won those national titles. That's true, but that's how college basketball works. Enough are still here to know how they play these things, and the new guys are tough and taught what to do. I can't design it against Villanova, Donahue said of the offensive moves required because they jump so many things, they switch so many things. It's up to these guys. Penn players understood what was coming. There was constant reminders, not just for the coaches, but also from the players themselves at practice the day before, how Villanova would attack their screens. So maybe he couldn't read the box score, but Donahue talked about how growing up around here, this was what Big Five is supposed to be. Quaker senior guard Antonio Woods talked about the emotional journey he had been on since he got to this building as a freshman. A huge circle of life since losing a tough one to Villanova as a freshman. Browder talked about how they talked inside the locker room about nights like this being more than a hope or a goal. It's an expectation to see how we're built, what we're made of. Browder said, this is why we're here, to do the things like win championships, break some streaks. And it was a phenomenal game. It was like a championship game for University of Penn. The crowd stormed. And shout out to Villanova. They got a great team. They still have a great team. They are the defending national champions. And you never count out Jay Wright and the Villanova Wildcats. But shout out to Coach Donahue and the Penn Quakers for pulling off perhaps one of the bigger upsets in college basketball history. Definitely in the Big Five.
Wow.
And I'm telling you, I follow Big Five basketball all my life, and I'm telling you, they call it the Civil War.
Okay.
Or, the Civil War, because it's these prestigious basketball programs in Philly that do battle. Wow. And it doesn't matter who's ranked number one in the country to who's ranked the last. Anybody can beat anybody on any given night because they're so familiar.
Wow.
And you got the Palestria. The Palestria is one of the most legendary places to play in college basketball history.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
Get out of here.
Yes, sir.
That's awesome.
That's all I got for sports. Well,
in news, I like how I say that.
In news.
Because you got in
sports.
So I have to give myself.
There you go. You got your
in news. A video of security guards in Brooklyn has gone completely viral. Okay. A young woman and her child, they go into the Department of Public Welfare in Brooklyn and they sit on the floor because there are no seats available. And a security guard comes over and approaches the young girl and asks her to get up off the floor. Young girl replies, no, because there are no seats available. This is why we're sitting on the floor. She's sitting on the floor with her child. Now, security guard gets upset and he tries to force the woman off the floor. And when she wasn't moving, he calls in for assistance. Here's the thing. The video has gone viral because in the video, Kev, you can see a number of security guards trying to yank this woman's baby out of her arms to get her off the floor. One woman in particular, you can literally see this woman jumping up and down with parts of the baby, trying to yank the baby out of her arms like she's trying to yank a rope out of her hand or something. Wow. And let me tell you, the woman kept yelling, stop it. You're hurting my son. You're hurting my son. They don't listen to the girl. They're still trying to pull the baby out of this girl's hands. People around them are like, stop. You're hurting the baby. They don't pay this woman nor the people any mind. They are trying to yank this baby. Jumping up and down, trying to yank this baby out of this woman's hand to get her off the floor. And the security guards under investigation, they watched the video, and someone said it is a disgrace and disgust.
I was going to say that too.
They are disgusted by the video. And of course, you know how, you got some good cops out there, you have some bad cops, but of course you got the police department out there saying, okay, well, it appears that the woman had a few charges on her from previous offenses, so she was taken into custody for those charges, and the baby is with the family. Okay, but here's the thing: she wasn't under no charges while she was sitting on the floor.
Right.
In the welfare department. Yeah. If there are no seats, what you want her to do?
And they wouldn't have known that till perhaps after the fact. My guess is, but see, this is what I struggle with, and we talk about this all the time. Why is it that when these security guards, police officers take action against people, it's like they always have to try to villainize their reputation after the fact to make their actions, their pre-actions justifiable. Mm-hmm. How would you have known her resume? She could have been an actress.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Nick.
Yeah. And one of the things that made me upset is that the security guard did not say, "Ma'am, would you mind getting up off the floor? I have a chair for you to sit in with your son."
Right.
But you want to go over, force the girl, try and force her up off the floor. And when she's not moving, you call in for backup.
Right.
But here's the thing. There was another security guard. He pulls out his taser to try and, because he felt as though his life was in danger.
By a woman with a baby in the arm.
By a woman with a baby in the arm. And people standing around, "Stop it, you're hurting her son." Right. And someone said if that was a gun, he would have pointed the gun and fired.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He would have pointed the gun and fired because he pulled out his taser. Mm-hmm. And, these tasers now, they look like guns. So he pulls out his taser and you can see him pointing his taser. Get back, get back. So if it was a gun, he would have pulled out the gun. Right. Get back, get back, get back. And he probably would have shot somebody.
Right.
And then according to the police department, he probably would have been justified because of all the people around him. You know what I mean?
Right. And it's kind of like another thing that needs to be explained, investigated, under review. What constitutes your life being in danger? Right. How is your life in danger from a woman who's on the floor holding a baby and not wanting to let the baby go? Right. You see what I'm saying? Right. And to me, it seems to me that it appears to be an abuse of power or an easy pass to justify negative actions.
And to your point, they had a former police officer on Fox 29. Mm-hmm. And do you know, I kid you not, he said the very same thing that you just said. Mm-hmm. Abuse of power.
It's abuse of power. Man.
That's what he said.
That's what Jason Letter is about.
And he said, it's a disgust and a disgrace.
It's a disgrace.
And it is abuse of power. Yeah. And he said to the young girl, call me. Right. Because he's going to make sure that she's justified.
Right, I got you.
That's what he said.
He's going to give her a voice.
That's what he said. He said, I'm going to make sure that she's justified in what happened.
Right, that's right, man. It's crazy, man. They took an oath to protect and serve. Mm-hmm. This is far from protecting and serving. Yeah. Far from it. Yeah. And ain't that some bleep.
Well, I got a ain't that some bleep news story for you, but I'm going to get to this other one. David Disper, the young man who shot Bianca Robeson last June. Remember, this is the story about the young lady who was coming out of the mall parking lot and David was coming out at the same time and he felt as though she cut him off. Yeah. And so he walked over to her vehicle and shot her in the head. Yeah. Well, David's sentence has been given. Oh, okay. David has been given. David was charged with first degree and third degree murder, criminal homicide, possession of an instrument of crime, and reckless endangerment. And he was sentenced to 20 to 40 years in state prison for her murder. Okay. Now, one of the things David said was, "I'm sorry. I will do anything to take it back. I would rather have shot myself. All I want to do is tell her how sorry I am. I just want to put my arms around her and tell her I'm sorry. I messed up. I really messed up." And these were the words that David said to Judge Anne-Marie Wheatcraft before she handed him his sentence.
Okay. Interjection. Before she handed him his sentence, nice publicist, but no. Go ahead, Nick.
You know what? That's right. Now you want to, and we did that. Mm-hmm. We did that segment. Mm-hmm. Now you want to apologize after the fact.
That's right.
After the fact.
Yeah.
Now, like I said, David was charged with first degree murder first, but he pled guilty. Mm-hmm. And so because he turned himself in and pled guilty, his first degree charge dropped down to third degree murder. But the judge gave him 20 to 40 years for first degree and third degree. And so I did some research. To see exactly what was going on here in the charging. First degree murder is life without parole and, eligibility for parole after 30 years.
Okay,
Second degree murder is a maximum of 40 years in prison, and third degree murder is a maximum of 25 years in prison. So
he got first.
He got first and third. So what I'm thinking is that
throw in second too. You know what I'm saying? So he get first, second, and third.
So what I'm thinking she did, so he don't seem like he getting off.
Right.
She gave him first and third, which basically those two combine together.
I got you.
You see what I'm saying? Those two combine together. And she even charged him 2 more years for the deadly weapon that he was carrying. So shout out to the judge. Like the mother said, justice has been served.
And they need to charge the publicist that gave him that statement too, because that was a bunch of BS.
Listen.
It was nicely worded though. Nicely worded.
I just want to hug her and tell her I'm sorry. But the judge said, I really do think that you are sorry, but however, you went to work the next day.
Right.
She said you went to work the next day and you didn't turn yourself in for a couple of days.
Right.
So she said, I think you are sorry now, but you weren't sorry back then.
That's right. And then you can never bring her life back. So that's the underlying.
Yes. So basically the judge charged him with first and third degree murder, which is 20 to 40 years, meaning that he will not get out until sometime after 30 years, granted that he survives in prison. Granted that he survives prison life. Because let me tell you, you can commit the crime, but when you take your behind to prison, there's a whole different ball game.
Gotta be ready to do the time.
You on survival mode up in prison.
Yep.
Because, you got people in prison who are charged with triple homicide. They ain't never coming out, and they got nothing to lose.
Yep.
So doing harm to you is nothing new to them. That's just a fourth one they can add on to them. So basically meaning, you got people who gonna die in prison.
That's right.
So,
that's right. Yeah.
And now here's the ain't that some news. Centonia Brown, a victim of sex trafficking, was charged and sentenced to 51 years in prison for killing Johnny Allen, the person who was trying to have sexual relations with her. Okay. Now, Centonia was 16 years old when she killed Johnny at the time. She killed Johnny in 2006. And she was sentenced for killing him in what she calls self-defense. Now, she said that Johnny became violent towards her after showing her his gun collection. And the lawyer for Johnny argued that Centonia was there to rob him. But the story was brought to light by PBS. And the story is titled Me Facing Life. Now, here's the reason why this story is so important. Because Centonia at the time was 16 years old and she had a pimp. And the guy was pimping her out to different people. And Johnny was one of the ones who had purchased her. Okay. And he was showing her his gun collection, I guess, in her head as a way to say, if you try to run, I'm going to shoot you. So she had like a little firearm in her purse to protect herself from the people that she was being pimped out to. And so Johnny, the guy, made some advances towards her and she shot him. Self-defense. So now she is behind bars 51 years and here's the thing. This has gone completely viral on Facebook. One person said the judicial system is completely failing our children. And another person said, I never thought in a million years that children who are forced into sex slavery would be sentenced to 51 years in prison for killing the people who forced them. It's a sad world when pimps and sex traffickers win over their victims.
Yeah. And it's so sad because it just appears. And I think I remember you reported a story before about why are we giving these criminals like a second chance? Like if you got them on video, why are we giving them using up taxpayers' money to go through this various process. And it just seems like the system protects criminals more than it do the victims.
And that's what it seems like.
It's like they get the benefit of the doubt more than the people who are the victims, and the people who are victims get villainized for protecting yourself or reporting wrongdoing and get re-victimized again. So here it is. She gets re-victimized by getting a sentence for protecting herself.
Yeah.
It's just a mess. Yeah. Man. It's a mess.
It's a mess. At 16 though.
Yeah.
At 16. And I need to point out, at the time, Centoya was 16 and Johnny was 43.
Yeah. Did he get charged with
a
rape?
Isn't that rape?
Statutory rape.
Statutory rape.
Absolutely.
That's statutory rape.
Man.
And the pimp who was pimping her out, he should have been charged with rape too.
And sex trafficking.
Absolutely. But they were not.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This girl is going to jail for killing somebody who is forcing himself upon her. Not the people who's been passing her around like a darn pinata.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like a darn pinata.
Yeah.
They get no time.
Right.
That's a shame.
It is a shame.
So, this is a story, and I heard that this is the young lady that Kim Kardashian went to the White House or something like that. Mm-hmm. I think I heard that this is one of the young girls she was trying to get off.
I got you.
Yeah, I think this is the one. I'm not sure. I'm going to do a little bit more research on that and find out. I think that this is one of the ones that she was also fighting for to get off, because this girl, she in there for the rest of her life.
Right. Man, that's sad.
She's in there for the rest of her life, and that's sad. Yeah. I tell you,
it's just
that's
sad,
really
man.
sad.
It's just sad, man. And a lot of one of the highest crimes that go underreported is rape.
It's rape.
It's one of the highest crimes that goes underreported, and people get re-victimized, for reporting it, not being believed, and these perpetrators getting off scot-free.
Yeah. That's sad.
It really is sad.
That's some bleep right there.
That definitely is ain't this some bleep news?
That's some bleep. 51 years though?
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
For protecting herself?
Wow.
Come on. Against a rapist?
And you have people who have committed lesser crimes on purpose that have gotten less time than that.
Come on, man.
Yeah, it's just
come on.
Yeah.
It's just sad.
Yeah.
It's sad.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to take a break.
Yeah, and we're going to play another song from Rainy Dae.
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
It's a rainy day week.
Yeah, it sure is.
Yes, it's a rainy day week.
So this is the Captain Nikee Show on iHeartRadio and all across the world. And y'all going to really dig this next song. Check it out.
Rainy Dae. Yeah. It's a bar reach. I love when people hate. I'm studying. People hate me while I sit at the top. They gon' love me cause they know I won't stop. And if they don't, then I know they gon' watch. Watch me elevate like waiting on stops. I'm just too cold like icy, I'm hot. I'ma stick the music way at the top. Please don't fall asleep, no pillows and cots. Platinum plaques and money, I want a lot. People hate me while I sit at the top. They gon' love me cause they know I won't stop. And if they don't, then I know they gon' watch. Watch me elevate like waiting on stops. I'm just too cold like icy, I'm hot. I'ma stick the music way at the top. Please don't fall asleep, no pillows and cots. Platinum plaques and money, I want a lot. I'm making something dope, but I don't use pots. I just keep it moving now that I'm hot. Road to being rich, I had to make stops. All I see is on they mad cause I'm not. My mom and dad say gon' pass no retire. I go and get the money, I'm not for hire. You're running out of time, I watch it expire. They sell a hope reason, I'm not a buyer. Man, I know flow easy like the water from a spout. I don't really need y'all when I go, I pour it out. I had the plants on my head in the clouds, but ice in the rain, make it snow in the south. People wanna dream, but don't wanna make it happen. I'ma make it through my songs, I'm living, make it platinum. People really only hate it cause they knew that I been snapping. And I knew that I would kill it when I really started rapping. I would kill beats on sideshow Bob, man, I'm the best, I can't be top. But I won't get lazy, my target locked. Why people wanna hate, they can't be stopped. No one always switch, I be having people guessing, man. People always waiting, but they gotta learn a lesson. I just wanna get the money, that's the balance I be checking. And I knew that I'ma get it, so I'm watching when I'm stepping. Give me a second, hold up, give me a second. I know people love me cause I'm humble when I'm stepping in. People hate me while I sit at the top. They gon' love me cause they know I won't stop. And if they don't, then I know they gon' watch. Watch me elevate like waiting on stops. I'm just too cold like icy, I'm hot. I'ma stick the music way at the top. Please don't fall asleep, no pillows and cots. Platinum plaques and money, I want a lot. People hate me while I sit at the top. They gon' love me cause they know I won't stop. And if they don't, then I know they gon' watch. Watch me elevate like waiting on stocks. I'm just too cold like icy, I'm hot. I'ma stick the music way at the top. Please don't fall asleep, no pillows and cops. Platinum flex money, I want a lot. People want this shit but don't wanna take it. I'm just gon' keep shining, don't make it or break it. No, I'm getting money, I look at the faces, but people be hating, I know they be faking. I just shoot up when my haters keep shrinking. I just need the money like what are they drinking? One fuck for the just like the sin they be thinking. And I get it just so my phone just be ringing. I let it ring, but I keep some flavors. I'ma get cash, get a bill like hay bells. I'm just too cold, I'ma spit it till my face tells. Smooth like ice, man, I wonder why I don't help. I could be get big, no sell. Any bird get the worm, you looking like a sound. I don't make wishing money wasted than the what, and I eat it up before you lean up on rails. People who hate and waited, but they won't admit it, face it. Don't care for no limitations, so I'ma go get it, take it. I put in time, so I know I'm not lucky. I'm so fond of money like Rainy with Duckies. I know that they love it, how Rainy can touch me with beats and I'm afraid it's like cooking my check. People hate me while I sit at the top. They gon' love me cause they know I won't stop. And if they don't, then I know they gon' watch. Watch me elevate like waiting on stocks. I'm just too cold like icy, I'm hot. I'ma stick the music way at the top. Please don't fall asleep, no pillows and cots. Platinum flex and money, I want a lot. People hate me while I sit at the top. They gon' love me cause they know I won't stop. And if they don't, then I know they gon' watch. Watch me elevate like waiting on stocks. I'm just too cold like icy, I'm hot. I'ma stick the music way at the top. Please don't fall asleep, no pillows and cots. Platinum flex and money, I want a lot.
You're listening to the Kevin and Nikee Show on iHeartRadio.
Yeah, that what they do.
You know what?
That was dope, wasn't it?
Remember Yo MTV Rap?
Yeah.
I can definitely see him.
Yeah.
With his video on Yo MTV Rap. Because Yo MTV Rap, I don't know why they took that off.
Yeah, with Fab Five Freddy, right?
Fab Five Freddy.
That's
it gave a lot of artists
exposure. Exposure. It sure did.
They should have never taken that off.
They sure
Yo
did.
MTV Rap. Y'all need to bring that back.
Absolutely.
Bring that back.
Absolutely. That song y'all just heard was Sideshow.
Yeah.
By Rainy Dae.
Rainy Dae.
That was dope.
They definitely need to bring that back because I remember watching Yo MTV Rap, and I remember seeing a lot of artists like, who is that?
That's where they got their start.
Who is that?
That was equivalent to like Steve Harvey, Bernie Mac, rest in peace, that went on Martin Lawrence, Def Comedy Jam.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? It gave them their start. It gave them that big burst. And man,
they need
that's
to
great
seriously
stuff.
bring that back because I remember, coming home with, playing my musical instruments and always watching Yo MTV Rap to see the hottest artists up there, along with Mr. Rogers and stuff like that.
Mr. Rogers. Oh yeah, no question. Mr. Rogers was that dude. I don't care what nobody says.
Mr. Rogers and Sesame Street. I remember those days. I grew up watching that.
We grew up on the street. Sesame Street. You know what I'm saying?
They definitely need to bring Yo MTV Raps back because, a lot of artists, like you said, Kev, got their start right on that show.
Absolutely. Man.
Absolutely.
And who knows, man? Maybe Rainy Dae coming on the Kevin and Nikee Show would be something to help them get that big exposure.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Definitely need to bring that back.
Absolutely.
Definitely
but I hear you.
bring that back.
So now it is time for my favorite part of the show. It's time for What's Bothering Nikee. What's bothering you, Nick?
Man, Kev, nothing bothered me. Isn't that crazy?
No, that's not crazy. Why they gotta be crazy?
Because
that's a blessing. That's a blessing. When you come through a day and ain't nothing bothering you, that's a blessing.
Nothing bothering me, you guys. It's been a very busy week.
Yeah.
Going over scripts, getting ready for different things. So that's where my head has been. So I've been ignoring people again and ignoring stuff again. There you go. I've been.
So what would you title your What's Bothering Nikee segment? I'll be back next week.
I'll be back next week. What's Bothering Nikee gonna be back next week because something's gonna be bothering me next week. But because it's
been exciting. It's been busy, but it's been exciting. Yeah,
busy journey. Coming off of getting these awards and different things like that, getting ready for that,
emergency landing on Comcast,
and finding out that emergency landing is on Comcast. We thought it was on one thing, and then we get the news that it's on Comcast, and
it's bigger,
bigger platform.
That's right.
That right there trumps what's bothering.
Yeah, there you go.
Good news trumps bad news any day
of the week.
It sure does. What's Bothering Nikee gonna be back next week because the title of What's Bothering Nikee this week We on Comcast.
We on Comcast. Yeah.
We on Comcast.
That's what's up, man. And that's every actor. That's every actor's dream.
That's it right there. That is it right there.
That's it, man.
We on Comcast. That's it. That's it. So technically,
I gotta write this down. Yeah. We on Comcast.
We on Comcast.
Yeah.
Yes, we on Comcast and we on Stars.
That's it.
Yes.
It. Oh, and Jason Letter comes back on. I want to say December 20th.
See, look at that.
They looping that joint. Yeah.
Look at God. Want to do it? Yes, we on Comcast. Yes, I mean it's just been beautiful.
Yeah,
it's just been beautiful, and I'm telling you, when you start looking at everything that the Lord has done for you,
has and is and will do,
and brought you through, you ain't thinking about what's bothering you.
You ain't thinking about nobody.
You know.
Well, that's right. I know you're right about it.
You ain't thinking about what's bothering you. I mean, the Lord has been totally.
He's been good, man.
He's been good.
Yeah, he's truly. And you know what the exciting, scary thing, and this is a scary thing we definitely want to experience. We're looking at the level that we've been blessed, and to know that it goes higher and gets better. Mm-hmm. That's an exciting, scary we want to experience.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And you know, it's so funny. You know, we got the show going to Rainy Dae, but and we are putting out Rainy Dae's music. But if there's one song I can put out, I'm going to do it next week. I'm going to do it next week, but I'm not going to do it this week because this week is Rainy Dae's week. It's this one gospel song where the girl was like, he's been good to me, and I love him. He's been good to me. I love him. I love him. I love him. I love him. Remember that song?
Yeah.
When I look around at all of my blessings, he's been good. And then she go, yeah, he's been good. I know your father know that song.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's old school. That's old school gospel. That's when church was church.
That is when church was church.
Yeah.
That song, yeah, he's been good. I mean, I love that song. That song popped right in my head because if I can just sit down and tell you everything that has been going on in Nikee's world, that song, you'll be singing that song too.
Well, we ought to make that part of your. We on Comcast. He's been good to me.
He's been good to me. I mean, because he darn sure has. Amen. I would say the other word, but this is a family show.
That's it.
You know, he's definitely been good. And you know, when you think he's not working, dude is working.
He's working.
He's working.
Amen, my sister.
When you don't think that he's listening, dude is listening.
That's it.
And I don't mean to call, God dude, but he's just that dude.
Well, if he's your personal friend like that, you can talk to him like that.
He's just that guy. He's just that dude. When you don't think he's listening, he be listening.
Yeah, God is that dude.
And he got it all on lock.
And he got it all worked out.
Listen. He's one of the ones you need to have in your circle.
Yeah, for real.
I'm trying to tell you.
He needs to be the head of the entourage.
Exactly, because he just works that stuff out.
Yeah.
You be trying to figure it out. Like the song say, why you trying to figure it out? He already got to work it out.
That's it.
I mean, he got it like that. And I mean, if we took the time out to just listen, pay attention, and do what he say, we wouldn't be in all this mess.
Yeah.
We wouldn't be in all this mess. All the people that we got around us wouldn't even be there if we just listened to them. Come on.
That's it.
That's it.
So y'all can send y'all donations to the Kevin and Nikee show. We're going to take up an offer for Nick. No, that was good though. You right on point.
That's all I got to say.
Man. That was enough.
Don't wait until you get into something be like, oh, Jesus. No, call on him all the time.
Right.
Call on him all the time. I guarantee you, he keep you from some stuff.
Yeah.
He keep you from some stuff. He remind me of one of the people that's like this.
Right.
Got their hands out. Forever got their hands out trying to, block you from different stuff that you don't even see coming for you.
Yeah, remember the language in church they say, when them preachers, them deacons would get up there and pray, Lord, we thank you for protecting us from danger seen and unseen. Bringing us along the highways and byways I'm still trying to figure out what the byways are. But anyway, we got the message though. You know, we knew what the highway was. We knew what the byway was. When that was a highway, that was by the highway.
You know what? I'm trying to tell you. See what I go through in the studio? He said, what are the byways?
Church work always got to rhyme something.
But you know what? That's true though.
That's true though. Yo, you get the message.
Where the byways come from?
Yeah,
what is that?
Byway? And then here was the other one. The other one was thanking the Lord for standing here being clothed and in my right mind.
What is the right mind?
See, people used to mix it, say clothed in my right mind, or was they saying clothed as far as having clothes on and in my right mind? Some would say clothed in my right mind, like my mind is clothed in its right state.
You know, it's one of them things that make you go,
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Wow, that's all. That was
good, Nick. That was good stuff.
That's it right there. We on Comcast, and he's been good to me. That's it. That's it.
All right, so we got another Rainy Dae song coming up, and this one is called Platinum and Gold. Platinum and Gold. I like this song because it talks about his perspective of where he's going and where he wants to be. Check it out.
Rainy Dae. I just platinum and gold. All of my fame is 100. Yeah. Hey, I just see platinum and gold. I just see platinum and gold. All of my payments in hundreds. All of my hundreds they owe. All that I wanted was diamonds. That's why my neck can be cold. Green to me most like it's mold. I gotta get it and go. I just see platinum and gold. I just see platinum and gold. All of my payments in hundreds. All of my hundreds they owe. All that I wanted was diamonds. That's why my neck can be cold. Green on me most like it's mold. I gotta get it and go. I gotta get it and go. I gotta get it and go. No, I can't play with that girl. No, I gotta roll. She used to think it was funny. And lately I'm making it snow. Now she love me, I got money. But I just want status and growth. Platinum and gold. I just need platinum and gold. Look at the packs and I love them. They show me the records be sold. Your boy at the top, they can't touch him. Cause he always be on the road. My money too long, it don't fold. So I just be doing the most. A Lambo the color of crows. Watch me get gone like a ghost. I leave them stuck like a pole. You get it, they still like a pole. Always turning up the show. I'm still learning, time to grow. I can't make the same mistakes. Had to set it, I was low. Waited long, gon' have to wait. I'm still eating me my plate. I won't stop, I'm going up. They can't even see my face. Number one, and that's my place. Give me some, I need some space. I move fast, it's not a race. Platinum fast, they can't relate. I just see platinum and gold. I just see platinum and gold. All of my payments in hundreds. All of my hundreds, they owe. All that I wanted was diamonds. That's why my neck can be cold. Green on me, most like it's mold. I gotta get it and go. I just see platinum and gold. I just see platinum and gold. All of my payments in hundreds. All of my hundreds they owe. All that I wanted was diamonds. That's why my neck can be cold. Green on me, most like it's mold. I gotta get it and go. I can't stay for no girl, I can't wait for a meal. I see rain and it's coming, I'm making it spill. I like to see diamonds, I'll pay for the pros. Man, I love when they shining, so they gon' be biting. Go show me the love, but just look at the time. And I don't wanna hug, cause I'm eating no dining. I'm topping the chest where these records be climbing. I'm getting myself, so you won't see me stunning. I can never stop, I can never give up. I post up at the top, that's the process I trust. I'm not sitting around, I want millions of bucks, so I'm making them run. And they just out of luck, I'm a star and I'm bound by to watch me erupt. I'm too hot and I'm going, they just wanna duck. Looking for cover and that's just a must. And my haters can catch me, so they in a rush. The hate man, I got them, but I keep on talking, no stopping. They watching and I'm blowing up. Just know I'm gonna spot them and watch them. They stuck, so they haters be plotting like stories and books. They gon' play it like chess. I'm just moving my roots. I'm securing my spot like it down like a crook and a quick in the earth. But I'm having them shit for the heat, man. It's baking. I look like a cook, but it's snowing it be cold. Hundreds on me, they be old. Get it when my record sold. Keep the best cause I just rolled. Something nice and I'ma go. No rest cause I'm a pro. Going up, I'm not alone. Blowing, now I'm in the zone. Ay, I just see platinum and gold. I just see platinum and gold. All of my payments in hundreds. All of my hundreds they owe. All that I wanted was diamonds. That's why my neck can be cold. Green on me, most like it's mold. I gotta get it and go. I just see platinum and gold. I just see platinum and gold. All of my payments in hundreds. All of my hundreds they owe. All that I wanted was diamonds. That's why my neck can be cold. Green on me, most like it's mold. I gotta get it and go. see platinum and gold. I just see platinum and gold. All of my payments in hundreds. All of my hundreds they owe. All that I wanted was diamonds. That's why my neck it be cold. Green on me most like it's mold. I gotta get it and go.
Yeah.
I just see platinum and gold.
Nice. Now platinum, gold is big, but when you go platinum, that's the highest. That's the highest. That's like
that
crazy.
Means you done sold some records.
You done sold some stuff.
Yeah. But I mean, I like that hook. I just see platinum and gold. You know, it's dealing with his perception. It's dealing with, and see, before you can, if you remember that old saying, if you can think it, and if you can see it and think it and believe it, it can happen. And that's kind of what I gleaned from that song. I just see platinum and gold. I just see platinum and gold. And before you can get there, you got to see it first. You got to envision it.
Yeah, you know, Donald Lawrence said that.
Yeah, you got to envision.
Donald Lawrence said, see yourself in your future.
Right, that's right.
That's what he says that all the time. You got to see yourself. If you can't see yourself, that's a problem.
And it has to do with perception.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Where do you see? That's why some people ask that question. Where do you see yourself in 5, 10, 15 years from now? Mm-hmm. You know, and I remember when I first started acting, I got with
Actors,
AMTC,
models, and Talent for Christ. Yeah. I was with them too.
Yeah, I got with AMTC. And I remember this woman from Disney, she interviewed me. Now, this is before I had the headshot, before I had the resume. She said, where do you see yourself in 5 years? I said, working for Disney.
There you go.
She said, that's it right there. She said, as long as you can see where you want to be, you'll always make it. And you'll get
that's it. I remember, I auditioned for them. And this is when I really wasn't into acting. I was just trying to find something at that time. And, I remember that. That's good stuff, Nick.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yep. All right.
So now it's time. Oh, here it comes for my favorite show.
Your voice is back.
It's back. Kevin's Corner.
Nikee got healed on the show.
See that? See that? The God is in the building. The sick are saved.
The sick gonna get up and walk.
That's right.
The lame.
The sick are made well.
Yeah, that's what's up. All right. So it is time for Kevin's Corner. And you heard the song. It's called Platinum and Gold. And you heard the hook. I just see platinum and gold. I just see platinum and gold. So I want to talk today about 5 characteristics that greatly influence how a person perceives not only themselves, but even others in situations and environments. So first of all, we already gave away 1 point. Nikee was all in Kevin's Corner. See yourself successful right now. Mm-hmm. So you're actually envisioning or perceiving your future right now, your successful future right now. Question: do you see platinum and gold? Do you see platinum and gold? Number 2, knowing oneself makes it easier to see others accurately. You know, you guys hear me say this all the time. You know, we project onto others out of the foundation of ourselves. Mm-hmm. When you're positive, your first initial inkling or projection onto other people is going to be positive. Now, of course, you got to use wisdom because you might find out that they aren't. We talked about on the show how we can run into people in the industry that could try to take advantage and things like that. So we definitely always want to use wisdom. But what is your perception of yourself that you are projecting onto other people? Because a good person, a good-hearted person is going to initially perceive people to be good, at least at first glance, you know, or a negative-hearted or negative person is going to perceive everybody to be negative because our first foundation of knowing is ourselves. And, you know, I always use the example, a liar thinks everybody else is a liar. You know what I mean? A thief thinks everybody else is a thief because it's coming from who they are. You know what I'm saying? Number 3, one's own characteristics affects the characteristics one is likely to see in others. So number 2 tied with number 1, we project on the others out of the foundation of ourselves, but what we see in ourselves, we project on to seeing other people as well. So point number 2 kind of goes hand in hand with number 3. So how do you see other people? How you see other people can be an indication of what you should be looking at in yourself. Right. And one of the things I use, knowing this information to learn about people, I watch what they project onto me. Yeah. And then I say, okay, well, he's or she's that kind of person. Yep. Because they're projecting that onto me. You know, or they see me like this. So, okay. So that must be how they are. All right.
Yeah, man in the mirror.
That's right. Man in the mirror. Yeah. Number 4, people who accept themselves are more likely to be able to see favorable aspects of other people. When you love and accept you, it's easier to project and see the value and worth in other people.
Yep.
And so sometimes when you have somebody that hates you or dislike you, it's because they hate themselves and they don't like themselves.
That's right. That's
you know,
right.
And you know, basically what I'm trying to encourage is, you know, especially for people who are on the receiving end of negativity, you're not the problem. Mm-hmm. It could be their personal issues, problem, their negative history, their negative hurts and pains that they're projecting on to you. The old council slogan. Hurt people do what?
Hurt people.
Yeah. And last but not least, accuracy in perceiving other is not a single skill. So, you know, this is something you have to build a consciousness about. But it starts with self-consciousness. The more I'm conscious of myself, the more I know what I'm projecting and seeing in other people.
Yes.
That's all I got,
That's beautiful.
That's all I got.
And like you said, it goes back to man in the mirror.
That's it.
Man in the mirror.
If you don't like the man in the mirror, you're not going to like nobody.
Mm-hmm.
You ever meet somebody, they say, dang, you just don't like nobody. Because they don't like them. They don't like themselves.
Yeah. And you know, those people who just don't like you because you're doing well, it's because they're not.
Right.
You know, they're not doing well. So they hating on you because you are.
And what did we say? Remember a post I put up a couple weeks ago about stop giving your haters airtime. Yeah. Haters is having anger towards everybody's success. Mm-hmm. You know? Mm-hmm. Yeah,
That's
man.
exactly
That's
what
it,
it is.
man. That's it, man.
That's some good stuff, Ken.
Yeah, man.
That's some good stuff.
We always bring it.
We do. We do.
It's, you know, and when I look at what's bothering Nikee and Kevin's corner, we're both encouraging and inspiring. We just have a different approach to it. You know what I'm saying? We're both encouraging, inspiring, motivating, correcting, you know, challenging.
Yep.
We're just doing it a different way, but it's all in the name of encouragement.
All in the name of encouragement.
And just wanting to make people better. We want to get better as people and actors and actresses and everything we do, you know, because they say the minute you stop growing, that's the minute you die.
Yep.
The true walking dead are those that don't have a dream, goal, and aspiration, and those that have stopped learning, growing, and developing. It's a lifelong process.
And I'm telling you, it's a lot of walking dead people out here today.
That's right. And you know what walking dead people, they project on, they see you as the walking dead and want to project their walking dead mentalities and heart sets and behaviors on other people.
That's right.
Hey, we got the information, let it bounce off our chest like Superman.
That's right.
You know
That's right. That's how that go.
That's it. Well, that's all I got. It's been another great show.
It has.
We got to send a shout out to all of our listeners all around the world. Thank you guys so much, man.
Thank you.
For just tuning in every week and following us. And we just want to say thank you from the top, middle, and bottom of our hearts. We do what we do for you. And as long as y'all keep tuning in, we're going to keep bringing you hot celebrity guests, good conversation, news and sports with Bob and Nikee, Kevin's Corner, hot music like Rainy Dae.
Yes. Hot like fire.
The many adventures of Kevin and Nikee, and so much more, man. Ain't there some bleak news and much, much more, man.
Yes, and we just love that you guys are taking this journey with us.
Yeah.
We love it. We love it.
Yeah,
we love it. We love having you aboard the Kevin and Nikee train.
That's it. Part of the Kevin and Nikee Show family.
We love it.
Yeah, thank y'all guys, man. So supporting us and showing us a lot of love. And hey, we just want to let you guys know that it's not going unseen. And we feel the love.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, so we're going to put it out there?
Yep, put it out there.
You going to go first?
Okay, I'll go first. Oh, bless your heart, sugar.
Sorry, you sound like that old school grandma.
Bless your heart, sugar. I'm actress Nikee Warren. You can find me on Facebook, Nikee Warren, on Twitter, at Nikee Warren, on the gram. Hello, I'm Nikee. That's spelled HELLOIMNIKEE. If you have any questions, comments, concerns regarding our show, hit us up, the Kevin and Nikee Show at yahoo.com. Yahoo! Send us an email if you have any questions for Rainy Dae and this awesome music that we have featured on our show today.
Or you want to book them?
Yes. Hit us up, the Kevin and Nikee Show at yahoo.com. We will read it to him, give the answer, read it back, and like I said, your letter can be featured on our show. And check out our YouTube pages. We got YouTube pages. Actor Kevin D. Benton is on the tube.
Yes, sir.
Is on the tizzy.
The tizzy.
Check him out. And also, Listen,
Actress
I told y'all, check out that video that Kev got up there being a drunk man leaning all over with one shoe on.
With my
one
wine
shoe
bottle.
off.
You know, I got to have a wine bottle.
It is funny. It is funny. It is funny. It is funny. Check him out. I'm trying to tell you, listen. You can check out Kev on YouTube. You can check out Kev in Jason's Letter. And you can also check out Kev in Emergency Landing. You're going to see for yourself why this man is Best Award, multi-award winning actor. You're going to see for yourselves. I guarantee you will not be disappointed.
Yeah, thanks, Nick. Yeah.
I'm trying to tell you, you will not be disappointed. Check out my YouTube channel too. You will not be disappointed in me either.
Actress Nikee Warren on the tube. Yes, sir. Well, I'm actor Kevin D. Benton. You can find me on Facebook, Kevin D. Benton, on Twitter at Kevin D. Benton. Nick already put the YouTube stuff out there, man. Check us out. Follow us. Well, we know you follow us, but we want to just thank you guys so much. And look, I'm just I couldn't have asked for a better journey, man. Listen. And you know, it's just been so awesome. We're so thankful, so grateful for every opportunity, and we're extending opportunities to others, whether through acting or through the show and things like that. And yeah, check out my talented sister, man. She can go, man. Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all, we've been in a lot of projects together. I get the opportunity to rehearse, table reads, do the show with Nick. She's a very, very talented, super talented actress who can bring it. If you're looking for somebody that's going to be professional, on time, know their lines, one take Draking it 9 times out of 10, 9.5 times out of 10, you want to book this sister, man. You will not be disappointed. Aww. She's a multi-award winning actress, and she's a multi-award winning actress for a reason and a consummate professional. This is not no hobby. It's not a hobby. This is a profession for her, and she takes it very, very serious. And it's just, sometimes what we need is just that opportunity.
That's it.
You know what I mean?
That breakout role to set it all up.
Yeah. But in the meantime, you can catch her on Jason's Letter, which is looping like crazy on the Stars Network, and you can catch her in Emergency Landing. Y'all gonna feel this scene and her character, man. She played it well. She played it well. She might have played it too well, you know what I mean? But she is the one that's going, get ready to set it off in that joint.
Yes. Thank you, Kev.
Yeah, it was great, man.
We encourage each other.
Yeah, that's it. That's what it's about.
We encourage each other to do better and better and better and better. Like the late great James Brown said, every show he beats himself.
Okay.
Because he wants to keep getting better and better. So if he does a show today and has another show tomorrow, the show that he got tomorrow is going to be 10 times better than the show he did today. Yeah. Because he is always in competition with himself.
And you know what? That's our attitude. That you hear us talking about it on the show. After audition, we're critiquing our show.
Yep.
After we do a scene, we're critiquing ourselves. You know what I mean? Because we just, our approach to this, as we're thankful and grateful, is we just want to get better every day.
Yeah. James Brown said every show is different. He does not want you to get the same experience every time.
Right.
He wants you to feel something different from every show. And so every film that we do, every role that we play, we take on these different characters because we want you to feel different every single time.
Absolutely.
This is not a hobby for us. This is our life.
Yeah.
This is our life.
Absolutely.
This is something we wake up in the morning and start rehearsing lines. While we brushing our teeth, we're going over lines in our head because this is not a hobby. It's our life.
I want to ask you something. I want to ask you if you do this. You ever maybe walking down the street, driving on the trolley, on the train, wherever you are, and start practicing your acting facial expressions?
Yep, I do it all the time.
Yeah, I do that all the time. I'll be thinking of a scene in my head and just practicing a reaction to it.
Yeah, I do it all the time.
Yeah.
Because we are storytellers.
And we're always actors. It's actors' life.
Yes.
So sometimes you could be walking down the street and it appears that you're talking to yourself, but you're rehearsing a line or getting yourself in character or rehearsing. And sometimes they think we as actors are, for lack of a better phrase, you're not supposed to use this in psychology, but crazy.
No, but we're not.
We're in character.
So, it's the Kevin and Nikee Show. iHeartRadio.
We everywhere.
And we're out of here.
Peace. Check out Rainy Dae.
Rainy Dae. Yeah? Hey. You don't stop at a green light, right?
Diddy beats, let's go.
No. Can't stop, I won't stop. Can't settle, won't drop. Hey. Can't settle, won't drop. Can't stop, I won't stop. They was laughing at me, I was down. Green light. Can't stop, I won't stop. Can't settle, won't drop. They was laughing at me, I was down. Let them hate, I'm on top. It's no content, just props. I'ma make it no prop up. When I make it, they pop up. Show them up when they talk tough. Can't stop, I won't stop. No, can't settle, won't drop. They was laughing at me, I was down. Let them hate, I'm on top. Can't stop, I won't stop. No, can't settle, won't drop. They was laughing at me, I was down. Let them hate, I'm on top. And I take it in the hand and I smells. I ain't give up on it even when I fell. People tell me stop, nothing when I fell. Pass my ever cross and I parallel. You working for somebody? I'm not personnel. I'm just getting started. About to ring a bell, you bring a force spin. That's a carousel and I'm shooting up just like spin the cell. I will go and make it cause I can't be turning back now. Man, my life was changing but it's time to turn it back around. Won't say it just a talk cause I really couldn't make a sound. People always hate it but they mad because I'm going now. I want money, I'ma get it. Wait, I did that and you did it late. I'm the best and I still this great. Once I nail cause I'm gifted. Hey, rolling the hits and my flow is efficient. Babe, not on my level so we do not correlate. There is something that you cannot duplicate in so often don't cannot identify. Can't stop, I won't stop. Can't settle, won't drop. They was laughing at me, I was down. Let them hate, I'm on top. It's no content, just props. I'ma make it no prop up. When I make it, they pop up. Show them up when they talk tough. Can't stop, I won't stop. No, can't settle, won't drop. They was laughing at me, I was down. Let them hate, I'm on top. Can't stop, I won't stop. No, can't settle, won't drop. They was laughing at me, I was down. Let them hate, I'm on top. Can't trust nobody, man. You been making moves and people take your plans. I just been going up, even start that sound like Peter Pan. I might want that girl, but I cannot say I'm not Superman. No strap when I come through, but I'm feeling just to watch you do my dance. People gonna hate it, they just contemplate it. Now they feeling mad, now I'm gonna make it. Shake them down, I'ma break them down, I'ma leave them all, they eliminated. Can't talk about I'ma make a statement. I was feeling low, had to elevate it. Blowing up, I just detonated. I done woke them up, they was hibernating. Get back, don't switch that boy. I go dish that. I make moves, no distraction. Not hard, they just act. No tough guy, not with that. Go get cash, just one stats. Go kill beats or rip tracks. They thug crying, they don't give it back. Can't stop, I won't stop. Can't settle, won't drop. They was laughing at me, I was down. Let them hate, I'm on top. It's no content, just props. I'ma make it no prop up. When I make it, they pop up. Show them up when they talk tough. Can't stop, I won't stop. No, can't settle, won't drop. They was laughing at me, I was down. Let them hate, I'm on top. Can't stop, I won't stop. No, can't settle, won't drop. They was laughing at me, I was down. Let them hate, I'm on top. It's no content, just props. I'ma make it no prop up. When I make it, they pop up. Show them up when they talk tough. Can't stop, I won't stop. No, can't settle, won't drop. They was laughing at me, I was down. Let them hate, I'm on top.
You have been listening to the Kevin and Nikee Show on iHeartRadio. I know y'all was digging this.